Hey,
We're back.
We're back.
We back.
We're back.
And I know this is going to be way late to the show because you know how we record, Beaners. You know how we do. You know how we do. We don't even know what happens in the Super Bowl yet, nigga.
No, we still have no
the
idea.
life we live in.
We still have zero clue what happens in the Super Bowl.
Zero clue. But this is a tough week for me and Ehsan because, of course, this is the Kobe week. I know for you guys it's way in the future. But for me and Ehsan, that shit just happened like this past Sunday. It is now Thursday. Mm-hmm. But we are still traumatized.
Right.
And just talking Kobe and still crying about it. And we love him. And we both rooted against him. We had the same experience with him, which is crazy. Because I was a diehard Grizzly.
And
diehard Warrior.
And anything very anti-LA sports. That is the way.
That
is the way of Bay Area.
No, dude, that's the way of people.
People. Yeah.
Nobody's cheering. Because we were literally just talking about Celtics Lakers Game 7 and how big of a deal that was to us and just how excited we were and just how much we wanted the Celtics to win and how they looked like they were going to win.
Yeah.
And then a fucking certain guy just made sure that didn't happen, didn't he?
God, I remember the feeling of disappointment when you realize that the Celtics were going to lose. There's that moment where you're like, oh, they lost.
They lost. And then Rajon hits a 3. And you're like, oh. And then Kobe. And you're like, again. And you're like, are you fucking kidding me? And we were talking about the 60-point game. Dude, I remember the 60-point game. I was with Connor McSpadden, Ramsey Badawi, and Opie, and we were at the Ontario or Brea Improv, one of the improvs, and the show just ended. And we were watching the game in the green room during the show, and it was already like, man, he's going off. Because at this time, he was going off. He had like 12 or 15, but early in the game. So you're like, damn, he's doing some Kobe shit. You know what I mean? He's going to have like 30. That's what you think. You're like, oh, he's going to drop like 30 tonight. You know, that's crazy. And then, bro, the show happened, because when the show's going on in bits, you're kind of like watching the game, but you're not because it's a show. It's just, you're in and out. Mm-hmm. So we leave, we go get pizza, which is next door, and, bro, we start watching. And now we realize every like bar and pizza place and all the food places, packed, all of them. And people are losing their minds. And, bro, we go into this pizza place, and everybody watch him drop 60 and fucking beat the Jazz on a game winner with 30 seconds. And it's just like, I remember people losing their – and I've never cheered harder. The only time I've ever cheered for the Lakers in my life. Mm-hmm. And I cheered so fucking hard.
Oh, that was insane. That's one of the great I was working the patio at the Comedy Store, and it was almost cinematic to when how –
I love that everybody remembers where they were in the 60-point game. That's awesome.
There was maybe a couple people on the patio. The shows were about to start.
What shift were you working?
Patio. I was on the patio.
You were on. Wow. So you saw the whole thing go.
Yeah. And I saw it go from like not a lot of people at the beginning to at the end. We're talking the show is going on in the OR. People have not.
Somebody's doing a set.
Someone's doing a set. People who have tickets for the OR have not checked in yet because the game starts at 7. OR starts at 9.
Woo! Game
ends at 9:30.
Oh my God!
So at 8:30, when the doors open, half the patio doesn't budge. And just to watch it fill up over time, and when he hit the 60, it's one of the loudest cheers I've ever heard on the patio. Loud cheers. There's only a couple things that are comparable to that. That one, and then when during the Cubs Indians World Series Game 7, the patio was also loud. Yeah, I would say those were but that was crazy. And it was nice, to bring it back to what we're here for. Really, it was nice watching the replacements this week because it was nice having a positive sports thing to watch.
Yeah, they win.
They win, and it's nice, and it's like an escape, and it was just like because the whole.
Hold on, real quick. Yeah. Please don't forget what you're saying.
Yeah.
By the way, the people who are here to see the movie that you're here to see, and you're like, "What the fuck is going on?" We'll get there. This is the format to this podcast.
Yeah, I gotta talk about last week's movies first.
And a major tragedy happened.
Yeah, and we're also 2 weeks late for this. So if this is your first episode, you're like, there's a lot of things that we're throwing at you. Right?
Yeah, you're like, what the fuck is? I came here to see da-da-da. I know, nigga. We know. We will get there. I promise you. This is not. We're gonna get there. Kobe. Okay. Replacements. Good feelings.
Yeah.
All right. Last week's episode. Go listen to that. Catch up.
Yeah. Just everything on your social media was Kobe.
News. Everything on news.
Kobe. My fucking family chat with my aunts and uncles.
My family, yeah.
Kobe.
Likewise. Yes, sir.
And so it was nice.
Every friend conversation.
Kobe. Like, and like.
Also, we live in LA.
Yeah.
As y'all all know. We live in LA. So, I mean, the city. The city was. Yo, I hate to. But you know what, bro? Hey, the guy earned the time on Spoil the Beans. I was about to say, let's get into what we're supposed to talk about. Hey, how about he earned this? Okay?
Yeah.
He earned this little bit of fucking.
Yeah.
We can give the nigga the opening segment, and also I don't mind. It's fucking for Kobe.
Yeah.
This I fucking found out, bro. This fucking I'm on a motherfucking plane. Back from Charlotte. You're not there, which sucked. Ehsan's there every weekend, and the one weekend where I would have loved to have a buddy there that moment.
I was not there.
I was
not
home. There. He was fucking home. So I'm in Charlotte on the way back, and there's Wi-Fi on the plane, but only of course, the live TV. That's all you get is live TV. That's the kind of Wi-Fi it is. And we're fucking 25 minutes from landing. That's what they already announced. We're so close. So the stewardesses were doing their last Robert, put your seat trays up and all that shit. Mm-hmm. And if our stewardess was British, bro, and this bitch said, does anyone know a Kobe Bryant? A Laker? He died? A Laker? And, she didn't realize she set off a motherfucking grenade of what? What? What did you say? Of course, she was like, what? Because she was like, oh my God, it's just everything. Because she was like, it's every Kobe Bryant, a Laker? A Laker died? She's British. She's fucking British. So me and this fucking lesbian chick are looking at each other, and we're fucking man, what the fuck is this lady talking about? This fucking lady's crazy, nigga. You know what I'm saying? Because the lesbian goes to me, the lesbian literally says, man, what the fuck is she talking about? Right? Out loud, and I'm like, I go to CNN, I go to the ESPN, the Pro Bowl's on, they ain't saying nothing. They talking about fucking Devontae Adams or some shit. Of course. Right. Oh, okay. Thank God. Wrong news. Go to CNN, them niggas talking about a helicopter crash. I was like, man. In Calabasas. Mm-hmm. No names though. Mm-hmm. I'm watching for like 5 minutes. No names. Go back to the Pro Bowl. They're already honoring Kobe. That's how I found out, nigga. That shit was terrible. And then I get off the plane, and now by the time I get off the plane, I'm texting Brendan. I'm like, man, what the fuck's going on? Because now it's all over the news, all over everything. And then you get off the plane in LA, bro. I'm talking about the airport is crying, bro. The building, people inside, nigga, the cops, grown men, grown fucking 40-year-old cops on duty, standing, nigga, just tears, bro. It's like, oh my God, this shit's so heavy.
Oh, the
cab, me and the Uber driver didn't say shit. We were just like, man, Kobe. He was like, Kobe, and I was like, man, and we didn't say shit. And I'm just crying like a baby, bro. Like I lost a brother. That shit was nuts. I cried real tears for a nigga I never met. But I know I never met.
Crazy?
Bro,
I cried real tears for a guy I hated my entire life.
Hated this nigga.
Yeah,
God, I hated him. He was so fucking perfect at basketball.
You know what I truly felt like? I truly felt like Vince Vaughn at the end of Anchorman. You know what I mean? That I hate you, but I respect you.
God damn it, I respect you.
Yeah. That's what it felt like. A little bit. I'm just like, damn, dude.
Damn, I respect this nigga so much.
Yeah, I didn't want this to happen. My God.
Yeah. And then of course when you find out, about the daughters and the other families and all that other shit. And then it becomes. Not that it wasn't human, but because first off, you're finding out to me, you finding out nigga Batman died or Superman, a fictional figure who is larger than life, who can't die. You find out that dies. And then it makes it human when you find out, you know what I'm saying? Not that Kobe, of course he's a human. You feel for the human side.
But he's also a legend. He's also a little bit larger than.
Yeah. He's just larger than basketball. We're talking about the dude's going to be the logo, you know? And then you find out the daughter, and you're and the other daughters, all these babies, they're going to the basketball fucking game. And he's like, yeah. And then it makes you a human and you cry like a baby again. You know, you're just crying all week. But man, I saw this motherfucker play, fool. I saw him play because we had season tickets my whole life for the Grizzlies. So me and my dad saw him play. I looked it up, bro. I looked up how many times. So they played the Grizzlies twice a year, his whole career, bro. The Grizzlies we got season tickets in 2001. That's when they came.
Right.
From 2001 to 2010, 11. twice a year. This nigga played the Grizzlies game. And if he was there, I never missed a game.
At Memphis? Twice a year at Memphis?
Yeah, at Memphis.
Once at Memphis?
No. Twice a year at Memphis, twice a year at the Lakers.
Okay.
They play 4 times a year.
Okay.
Lakers, Memphis, Western Conference, you know?
Yeah.
So I was looking at all those games like, man, just the season tickets alone, that's like 16 games. And I was like, I had to go to at least 14 of those. There's no, I remember every time because it was Kobe, so I'm not missing. Also, it's the Lakers. You know what I'm saying? You're just not missing Shaq and all in like, oh my God, Karl Malone and yeah, like I saw that team. I saw all those teams. You know what I mean? I saw the year he dropped 81 where he had nobody, and then he gets Powell from fucking Memphis, so that was a big deal. So I mean, I had to go to that game because it was Powell's return game.
Right.
You know what I mean? It was just like such a big deal. So I saw this, and then you go to the years after before I just moved to LA where I still saw him play. We didn't have season tickets anymore, but I still saw him play like once or twice. We're talking, bro. I saw this nigga like damn near almost 20 times. Fool.
Crazy.
So many times.
Crazy.
He was the best. And then, of course, all the games you watch. Because I've seen a million of his games. So you just feel like, man, you know the motherfucker, bro. You just feel like you know just the great, and also just greatness. It's cool to see greatness, bro. Greatness is so special.
Mm-hmm.
Like pure greatness. Pure talented, all the work ethic, all the drive, all the everything in life that you want, like for your own career, for like comedy and shit. Like for us, that's what we do. And you try to apply that shit. But man, that motherfucker makes you just want to go so hard. Especially now, like just rewatching all the videos and interviews and everything and like all the behind the scenes work he would do. You're just like, man, it just makes you want to go so much harder at life. Because man, that motherfucker went hard at life, bro.
He squeezed all he could out of it. I'll tell you that. He squeezed as much as you can in 41 years as a person can.
Yeah, he did, bro.
Did.
Fucking dominated one of the best sports ever. My second favorite sport, at least.
And then just like all the videos of him and his daughter, just like.
Well, I can't. That shit just makes me want to cry now because it's just like, oh my God,
that's just
not fair. That's just not fair.
Yeah.
Also, it's just like, man, I can't believe we live in a world without Kobe Bryant, bro. That's crazy, dog. Mm-hmm. Like that's what I.
First time in our lives,
bro. That's
crazy.
That shit be blowing my motherfucking mind, bro. That I can't believe I live in a world without fucking Kobe Bryant, man. He's just a part of my whole life. Cause I'm crying, bro. I'm crying like a little, like I'm crying, fool. And Sam's like, man, what's going on? I'm like, I don't know. I can't stop. I feel like I lost someone. I don't know. I feel like I lost a relative that I don't talk to that much that I should have called more.
I mean,
I don't know. Like I appreciate, because I always appreciated him and respected him. But now that I'm rewatching all of those highlights and just him beating the shit out of the Grizzlies highlights, you know what I mean? And I'm just like, oh my God, I think I was at this game. I remember being at this game. It's just like, oh my God, bro. He was so fucking good. I remember because I loved the Suns because Steve Nash was my favorite player for a long time. Steve Nash was my favorite player, like my favorite player. Until LeBron came in the league, Steve Nash was my guy. And then, bro, so every time he would play the Suns on TV, I'd watch all those games because I just want to watch Steve Nash anyway. And bro, he would torch them niggas, bro. The Suns had them 2 years where they got him in the playoffs. But man, even still, he still had that one game where he hit the game winner in overtime. He got him there with the
and it ended their pretty much run.
Oh man, it ended. Just shut it down. You know what I mean? Just shut it down, man. God, just so many moments, so many Kobe memories, bro. God, he was the great. He's like, man, you know what, bro? This week he's the greatest basketball player. This week, he's the greatest basketball player of all time. Fuck it, he is now. You know what? He is. And I'm a LeBron motherfucking baby.
Yeah.
I'm a child of LeBron, baby. But Kobe's the best basketball player of all time now. That motherfucker's the greatest, bro.
R.I.P.
R.I.P. Kobe. That's the replacement.
That's the replacements. Beaners, this is your intermission right now.
Before we get into the episode you are here for, really quick, thank you for listening.
Yes,
we love you.
We do. Please subscribe to us on YouTube. Rate and review this podcast on iTunes.
Please rate and review. That stuff matters. We could use the help, and we would appreciate it.
Yeah, tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it.
Tell your friends about the podcast. We know you love it. You keep going back and listening to old episodes. That's how we know you love it. We appreciate that.
And follow us on Instagram at @SpoilTheBeans, and then you can find our individual Instagrams. We're linked on everything. Follow
Derek
us on
Poston, Sanamad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, and shout out to Greg Scamato for making our theme music. If you want some more samples from him or maybe help from him, check out gregcanhelp.com.
Yep.
Yeah. And now back to your future presentation. Hey.
And we're back.
We're back.
Yo, what up, San Antonio Beaners? actual, probably lots of Mexicans, but guess what? You're beaners now.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family.
You're actual beaners.
Yeah, now you're real. You earned it.
Yeah.
Welcome to the family. I know you came for the episode you came for, and we're excited you're here. But we got some stuff to get into first. Like what, Ehsan?
We have our first sponsor.
We got a sponsor, bitch.
Augustini Razors.
Augustini Razors.
Yeah.
Make sure you use them.
This guy Augustini hand forges straight razors.
Yes, he does.
Out of quality steel. It's a more comfortable shave than a disposable razor and eliminate razor burns. Helps people with sensitive skin, and people will think you're a badass.
That's all you use, right, Ehsan?
Straight razors?
Augustini Razors.
Augustini Razors. Well, he's sending me some now, but when I get them, it's all I'm going to use.
Guess what? I was trying to get him to lie, and he didn't lie.
No, because Augustini also said shit on me for not sending you any.
Yeah.
So I
wish you would have told me that before the episode started. Maybe some information for Derek.
I did what he asked.
No, you didn't. You didn't tell me anything. You didn't do what he asked.
Yeah. That's our sponsor, guys. We have our first sponsor.
So make sure. Augustini, and where can they buy Augustini Razors?
Augustini Razors. Find them on Instagram. Augustini, Augustini Razors. Or just look at our Instagram. We're going to follow him. We're following him. And
we'll also promote him, obviously, in our stories and on our page.
Yeah.
Augustini Razors, thank you so much for being our first sponsor. Mm-hmm. Make sure you use them, guys. We're talking about a razor for your face that's softer than grace.
Yes.
And now you do the one they told you to do.
Oh, Augustini Razors. If you don't use them, you're retarded. Again, this just
and we lost our sponsor. Guys, but thank you for those 30 seconds of sponsorship. We loved it. Also, we got some dates, guys. We got some dates where we're going to be doing stand-up comedy.
Where are we? Where are we going to be doing it this week, Derek?
This week, we will be in Ontario. Ontario, right?
Ontario. Oh, Ontario, yeah.
Ontario is Valentine's Day weekend. For Valentine's Day weekend, bring your loved one. Ontario Improv, Ontario Beaners. I know a lot of you have seen us there before because I've met a lot of you before. So come on out, Ontario Improv Beaners, and say what's up to me and Ehsan. We'll be there with Big Brown, Brennan Schaub. And then the week after that, we will be in Vancouver.
Ooh, for the JFL show.
That's right. A lot of the legends will be there, like Bill Burr and fucking Hannah Gadsby. So all across the board.
The Mount Rushmore of comedy.
I truly think so.
Yeah.
Anyway, we'll be there with Big Brown Brennan Schaub at the Just for Laughs in Vancouver. And then the week after that, we will be in Tacoma. The weekend after that with Mr. Brennan Schaub. So get your tickets there. Tacoma, Washington. We will be with you at the end of February. And Ehsan, you have a show, don't you?
Yeah, February 26th. I will be at the West Side Comedy Theater in Santa Monica. So come out.
Come on out, guys. Support your boy. Yeah. Ehsan Emade.
It's not how you say my name.
Who cares?
Yeah, also, at least me. I don't know about a lot of people.
We have some sad news for Spoil the Beans family. Our boy Gabe. You guys know Gabe. We talk about Gabe all the time.
He's
Gabe
been our producer.
Has been our Jamie, our Chin, our me on King of the Sting.
Since What Women Want.
He's been our producer since the What Women Want episode.
That was episode 4, and I believe this is going to be either episode 108 or 109. We're talking over 100 episodes.
100 episodes. He's been with us.
2 years.
2 years, bro.
2 years.
And he's been the fucking best. He's been just a great guy, an avid listener. Like, I mean, he has to. We pay him to. But what was nice though is he believed in it because there was a point where we couldn't pay him, and he didn't have to do it, and he did it. And he's a good fucking guy, and we always thank him for that, and we're so glad we met him.
Very true beaner.
He's a fucking beaner, and
yeah.
you're
always
you're a beaner for life. You're a top beaner for life. Beyond fan, you're actually a beaner.
Yes.
There's only 2 beaners. That's me and Ehsan and you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You're a lifelong beaner. Your name will go in the Bean of Fame. And you will get
the Bean of Fame.
A bronze bean, of course.
Yeah, well, one day.
The day you die.
Yeah.
The day you die, we'll send your family a bronze bean. So you will never see it, but just know they will.
Yeah. But for real fans, we're going to blast, Augustini, we're going to blast Gabe's Instagram on our stories and our posts. So please, if you've liked what we've been doing for 2 years.
Just say thank you to him.
Just say thank you. He was like a really big, he was a really big
part of it. And as always, we'll move on and move forward and make the podcast better without you, Gabe. And we're going to go on to make a bunch of fucking money. And you're never going to see a fucking dime. You quitter. You hear me? You fucking quitter. You're not going to see a fucking penny. We're going to be millionaires, you son of a bitch.
But thank you.
We love you, man.
Yeah, thank you. And congrats on the bigger things.
Yeah, he's going to do way bigger things in this little podcast. And we love you, man. Congrats. You're the best. Mm-hmm. Thank you for rocking with us for so long, dude. Seriously, it meant the world to us.
2 years is a fucking long-ass time.
And it meant the fucking world, Gabe.
Long-ass
it really
time.
did. You're the man, dude. Mm-hmm. To Gabe, R.I.P.
To Gabe, R.I.P.
R.I.P. Gabe.
R.I.P. Gabe.
Son.
Gabe Harder, 2017 to 2019. In the memoriam.
The only 2 years your life mattered and will matter. And don't you ever forget it.
That's what we put it up. I'm going to put a picture of Gabe, and it's going to say RIP 2017 to 2019.
Make it black and white.
Yeah, of course. We'll find the one where he looks like he's thinking. You know what I mean? You gotta.
Oh, Gabe, you're the fucking best. But we got to move on in life. Mm-hmm. You got to move on. Don't you, son?
1 foot after another.
1 foot after another. One day at a time. Mamba mentality. All the things that matter in life. Mamba mentality, man. But Ehsan, before I get more into Gabe and basketball and Super Bowl Sunday, which your Niners are probably going to lose because Mahomes is sexy.
They're going to win. And just as a reminder, it hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, we don't know who won.
Yeah,
but we know this. Jimmy G has a fucking beautiful chin.
Oh, jawline of a god.
But we don't want to get too deep into that because, Ehsan, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
Before we get even into the episode, I need you to answer something for me really quick.
Yes.
And then, guys, we'll get into the movie that you fucking came for. I know you're here for.
Okay, what's the question then? We should get it out of the way so we can do the movie.
I know. Ehsan, you're right, as always. Mm-hmm. I guess other than the time you said the N-word. You were probably the only time you were wrong.
No, I mean, I could argue. We could argue.
Well, before we get into the N-word argument, the Super Bowl, all these things.
Yeah.
Can you tell me real quick what you think might have happened in the movie you never seen? Because it's the reason we do this podcast, because I've seen it 100 times. New Jack City.
New Jack City. Okay. I think Wesley Snipes is in this one. But what does he do?
That's the funniest thing. That's the funniest fucking thing.
Oh, shit.
I know he's in this. But what did he do?
Yeah. I have no idea anything that happens in this movie. So, I'm going to stick to some classic racism.
God damn it.
You know what? So, it's like a story about maybe it's rival gangs. And
you are a son of a bitch.
You know what? The story of it's like the story of like a block or like a turf that rival gangs fight over.
I know it. They keep going.
Yeah. And Wesley Snipes is the leader of one gang, and then there's another gang, and there's a comic relief character that gets shot and dies at some point. Character that you really like, and it's just the trials and tribulations. It's like a sort of like the takeover of a block from one gang to another. And Wesley Snipes comes in and he's like, "This is my fucking block now, or whatever. This is my city."
So he's dope. Is he dope?
No,
Good
he's
guy.
dope.
He's a good guy. He's the guy we're rooting for.
You root for him, but I don't think anyone in this is a good guy. Yeah, I mean,
he's the guy that you're like.
He's the guy that you're like, oh, I like this guy.
I like this guy.
I like this guy. This is the guy.
Okay.
And
a code, something about him at least.
He's got a code, and he's like smart. He's like savvy, and the reason why he's able to get people to join him is just
okay. I'm trying to see your
like
lead.
like the way the product he moves is better maybe, and then and just like the way he sells it, and like he don't sell to kids or some shit like that.
The way he operates the code, a line, he has something. There's something.
The way he operates is better than the current guys who are like sleazier or whatever.
Yes.
And then it's just him sort of like coming in.
And then what happens at the end?
At the end, Snipes holds the turf or holds whatever for a while, power for a while, and then a new guy who's more ruthless and more powerful comes, and it's just the cycle.
Oh wow! It ends with a beautiful.
Yeah, it just ends
with a beautiful meaning to life.
Yeah. I'm just like, yeah, this is it is what it is.
So he dies?
Yes.
Oh, Scarface style, huh?
You know what? No. I'm gonna in my guess that doesn't matter. I'm gonna change it and say no, he doesn't die, but like there's like rumblings on the street about this new guy, and you can see that it freaks him out. Like, you know what I mean? Like, he knows like, oh, this whatever's coming is something.
Oh, so this movie ends poetically.
Yes.
This really, really racist movie you described ends with this poetic line.
Look, I'm pretty sure I just described The Wire in some sense. I've never really seen that.
Because what I heard was like a mix between Boys in the Hood and Juice.
No, I was going off
you
Wire.
Were throwing some elements in there?
I pretty much made Wesley Snipes Omar.
Yeah, I don't know who you made him. Because I was like, I don't know what the fuck is going on in this brown guy's head.
Yeah.
I said New Jack City. He said, I've never seen it, but this is what I think.
Yeah.
Racism.
Racism. Yeah. It's probably like some kind of like, there's also a chance it's like some kind of like sci-fi-ish type movie.
Yeah, maybe, huh?
Yeah.
Fucking dumb, racist fucking idiot.
Yeah.
You want to hear the movie?
Yes.
You sure?
Yes.
Okay. For the New Jack City, you are now about to witness the strength of street knowledge. Shouts in New York City. New Jack City.
Okay.
On the radio, you hear how bad things are in like the neighborhoods. Just CNN, news stuff, just poverty line, this, that, unemployment, all these things, just horrible, like all negative stuff, right? Credits and music, and credits and music, and credits and music. You want to know why, Ehsan? What year did this movie come out?
Oh, this happened in the 90s.
Yeah!
So this is like 3 hours of credits.
This is 1/4 of the movie.
Oh, God. Damn.
Though, movie, hour 40 minutes. Not too long.
Really?
Yep.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. I kept it tight.
That's good. That makes me happy. But it is.
Sucks they wasted 20 minutes of it.
You know what's funny? It's like, whenever we watch the movie, it's like, I go into it with an open mind. You know, just like, well, what's this movie? Whenever I watch the movie later. But I always, no matter how much I like the movie, hate 90s credit scenes.
And why is that, Ehsan?
Now
to our new listeners.
Because they're fucking 40 minutes long. And for some reason, like, I don't care if I know the story that's coming. I don't give a fuck. That's why we can do this podcast. If I cared about spoilers, this podcast would not happen.
It's called Spoil the Beans, huh?
Yeah. But every time that I know it's coming, it infuriates me. So unbelievably unnecessary.
This is what's crazy. Whether the movie is a fucking Philadelphia classic or whether the movie is Crush Groove.
Yeah.
You getting them credits, bro.
Yeah. What's crazy is that, I think we've talked about this before. It feels like when you're writing an essay in school and then you start using the big words to fill up space, where you'll be like, nevertheless. You know what I mean? Like, so that you've never used in real life. You know? That's what it feels like.
I need words, bro. I need more space.
Yeah, that's what 90s credits feel like. It's just a bunch of...
But it's funny when the movie's an hour, 30 minutes, or whether the movie's 2 hours and 20 minutes, if this happens.
Or, like, quality of movie.
Doesn't matter.
Budget of movie.
Doesn't matter.
Why is this?
Black movie, white movie, Asian movie.
What was happening in the 90s?
I don't know why Hollywood said, hey, this movie's amazing. Oh, my God. You telling me this guy gets AIDS and then he sues his own company? Holy shit, this is unreal.
Yeah.
But where is the 10 minutes of credits?
Yeah, of the streets of Philadelphia, which, funnily enough, doesn't really have much to do with the movie.
Hey, out of all the 90s movies we've seen, because you know they show the city in all these credits, by the way, they're the same. There's a song that goes with the city, that goes with like the city and the vibe. Mm-hmm. There's shots of the city, and it's way too long. Mm-hmm. That's every 90s movie, all of them, no matter what it is.
And there's always some subway. And you know what? You know how I know they won? Because now, whenever we talk about 90s credits, we talk about it as long as the 90s credits.
Well, just know, this podcast is just going to keep going, and we're only going to do more movies from the 90s. Yeah. So this is only going to get longer.
Yeah, but
eventually we're going to do a whole episode where it's goddamn the whole...
we just complain about the credits.
You ready now?
Yeah.
It's been about as long as it was.
Yeah.
As this is happening, right? Credits, music. Camera shots of the city. Mm-hmm. We zoom into a bridge. All right, the music starts going down, and you start hearing a person scream, and like a woman really screaming, like for her life scream, like and then you hear a guy, come on, and he zooms all the way, and you see a dude being held off the bridge, with like by his feet, and a woman's like traffic's just going by, right, and we see our lead get out the car. Who is he?
David Beckham.
David fucking Beckham.
David Beckham.
12-year-old. In 1991, I'm assuming. Yeah. David Beckham is in this. Had to be at least he's probably like maybe 12 to 15.
Yeah, kills it.
Or Wesley Snipes.
That's the guy.
Yep.
Yeah, I get those two confused.
I know you get Blade and David Beckham
confused all the time.
Of course you do. You're dumb. And so what? Say it and I'll punch you.
I was gonna say pretty. That's the joke I was gonna.
I thought you were gonna say the N-word.
No. I'm biding my time.
We see him get out the car. Fresh ass blue suit. Looks kind of hood, but looks hood as fuck. The chain. You know what I mean? And he goes, "Oh, don't start bitching now. Come on, Nino, please let me up." And the big muscle dude's holding him. The woman's screaming, "Come on, Nino, please. I'll get the money. You have no product. You have no money. Come on, Nino, I'll get it, please. See ya. Wouldn't want to be ya." He walks away. Dude just drops him. Slow-mo. Right? The woman screams, "No!" The City, 1986. Right? Jack City. So, well, Jack City, but the city. Mm-hmm. So we see a super young Chris Rock.
Okay.
1991 Chris Rock. So we're talking a baby. He's a baby.
This is pre-comedy specials Rock.
This is pre SNL Rock. This is all that, dude.
Ooh.
This is Baby Rock.
Baby Rock.
So he's
Baby
talking.
Rock, do 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 do.
Baby Rock, do 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 do. Baby Rock, do 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 do. Baby Rock.
All right. So we see Baby Rock,
and he's talking to another super young Ice-T.
Really?
Baby Ice-T, baby Ice-T, baby Ice-T, baby Ice-T.
Chris Rock worked perfectly.
So, super young Ice-T, right? And Chris is selling him drugs, but he's nervous. He's like, "Come on, man, just fucking, just give me the money or whatever." Ice-T's like, Ice-T's trying to talk the price down. Like, "Oh, that's a little too much for me. How about we just make it $14K and I'm out." And Chris is like, "Show me the cash. Let me see the cash, motherfucker." And then he's like, he opens up a bag. It's a bunch of cash. And Ice-T's like, "You know what you're going to do with all that, homeboy?" And then Chris Rock goes, spits in his face, punches him in the stomach. Ice-T's like, "What the fuck?" Grabs the cash, takes off running. Like fucking hip hop music starts playing. "Stop, I'll fucking shoot you." He's chasing him. Chris Rock hops on a bike. He's fucking going. He's just chasing him all across New York. Chris Rock's fucking, just fucking going. He's going down a bunch of stairs. He starts going too fast. He's like, "Oh shit." Flies off the bike. Boom. Fucking gets up. Keeps running on his feet, right? Ice-T fucking jumps down past all the steps, chases him into a park. Chris Rock pulls out a gun, starts shooting at him, like with the kids around and shit at a park. Fucking, Ice-T pulls out a gun, fucking puts one in his knee. The bag goes flying, money goes everywhere. Everybody, of course, goes crazy. You're talking about 14 cash.
Right.
14K.
Right.
In cash, just everywhere. So people are running up, and he's like, "Hey, Ice-T's like, back up, police officer, back up." Chris Rock's like, he's screaming. You did not see this coming, huh?
No. Although, is Chris Rock comedic relief in this, or is he just like a regular dude?
Huh?
Is Chris Rock like a comedic?
He's a drug dealer.
He's a drug dealer. I mean, yeah.
Oh, there was nothing funny about this scene.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, you thought you were like, "Oh, did I leave out jokes?"
No.
I didn't.
Yeah, okay.
No, he was just acting.
Okay.
This is also, by far, the best acting performance of his life. Still, I don't know how, but he tapped into a character on this one. Probably because he grew up in this I mean, this is New Jack City, but he grew up in Harlem, New York City, and that's what this pretty much is.
Based off
during the crack era. I mean, it's not bad. I mean, Chris Rock didn't have anything to do with making it or anything like that. He might have seen this guy before because he taps into something. He's not Chris Rock. He is
because I'm imagining Chris Rock.
No. He's not being like he's talking fast, talking like Chris Rock, but he's not being funny or trying to steal the scene or anything.
He's not like the
no. He's a nervous drug dealer.
Okay.
Clearly a kid too. Okay. Clearly like high school. You know what I mean? Like a young kid.
Right.
So there's Ice-T's like fucking beating him up a little bit. He's so mad at him, you know. And then, Chris Rock's still screaming. Other cops come and they're pulling him off. You see a guy in a suit. They just zoom into a black guy in a suit, and he's just kind of watching all this go down. Not saying anything. They zoom in on him though.
Is he like? I mean? Where is he? Is he like one of the cops?
No. He's standing like one of the spectators.
Okay.
But they zoom in on him. And he's just like doesn't say anything, but you can tell he's intensely watching this.
Right.
All right.
This is of interest to him.
This is very of interest to him.
Okay.
So, cut to. You watch the Cosby Show, right? You remember there's a light-skinned black dude on the Cosby Show, and he came on later. This is when Pam moved in, the cousin.
Okay.
And she was one of Pam's friends. He was in a lot of episodes when Pam came in. He was one of her friends, and he dated another one of Pam's friends, and that was like their whole relationship. So he was the light-skinned black guy in it.
Right. If I see his face, it might jog my memory. I know the character. I can't see his face.
Yeah, he was also on the hit Tyler Perry show that was on for a long time too. He was the main character in that. I never watched it, but
one of those like Meet the Browns or the other one.
Yeah. He was the main guy.
House of Pain.
You know the main guy in House of Pain, bro. It's him. So damn, that's crazy. You know what I'm talking about? But when you see him, you're gonna recognize him from the Cosby Show.
Okay.
Because you're gonna be like. Because I'm talking about he was in the whole time Pam was on the show.
He was on the show.
He was on every episode she's on.
Okay. How long was Pam on the show?
Last season and a half or 2 seasons.
Okay.
One of those.
Wow, that's a long time.
No, she's on. That's what I'm saying. He's on a grip. He's on a grip of episodes. And this is also when Bill and Claire weren't on the full episodes as much. It kind of was like a very much ensemble team.
Ensemble cast. Yeah.
Yeah, I love the Cosby Show. I know it so well. You want to talk about that?
Yeah. Well, great guy.
So. He's dressed up like a 90s drug dealer as well, right?
Right.
And he's hooping on a court, and he's betting people and taking everybody's money, just talking shit. Wesley Snipes pulls up, and he's like, oh, shit. He hops in the back. Wesley Snipes has a nice-ass Jeep, big buff-ass driver. He's like, what's up, fellas? And he's talking to him, and he's like, yo, G-Money. That's his name. He's like, G-Money. Wesley Snipes is Nino Brown.
Okay.
And he's talking to G-Money. And he gives him shit. He's like, man, what you doing playing basketball? He's giving him shit. He's like, man, we used to play. He's like, oh, we used to play back when we was, on that 12-year-old AAU team or whatever. And they're laughing. So that you establish okay, these guys go way back.
They've known each other. Okay.
Since they were kids.
Okay. There's going to be like a Shakespearean betrayal then. All right.
Have you seen a lot of movies?
Yeah.
Read some books too, huh?
Yeah.
And you're assuming they're involved in crime.
Well, yeah.
This guy and this guy are clearly friends.
Well, yeah. You know what happens with people who end up dealing drugs for a living? Happy stuff.
So it's like, man, we make money now. He's giving him shit. And he's like, hey, man, don't worry about all that. And he goes, I got something new that's going to blow your fucking brain off. He goes, what? And he shows him crack for the first time.
Whoa.
That's why I love this movie. It's very interesting.
Whoa. This is pre-crack.
Right. Well, this is, literally maybe the day before you know what I mean? Crack is invented, but it is not the world news yet that it's like this humongous thing.
Okay.
It's just, it's clearly invented.
Okay.
This guy shows it to him for the first time.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? But this guy also, think about this. Mm-hmm. Because this guy in real life, whoever this person was, the guy that handed to the first guy to make it mainstream, right? That person pretty much, hate to say it's like, oh, it's crack, but it's like, take crack like that it's a drug. He found gold. This was a guy who found something that's we're talking about a billion dollar enterprise.
Yeah.
It was founded by some hood nigga who was it sucks that he didn't know that he was finding literally gold or diamonds, but isn't that crazy?
Was it Freeway Rick Ross? Isn't that his name?
Who's this? Well, no. That's not. That guy was one of. I don't know who the guy.
Because that's at least in LA, that's the guy who they.
No, but I don't know who this guy. I don't know if this is in history. Whoever this guy was.
Okay.
Whoever the guy was to show it to the guy.
Right. Whoever truly found
also, Freeway Rick Ross did coke, not crack.
Okay.
I'm talking about crack right now.
It's straight crack.
This because Wesley Snipes was like, man, we do a coke. He immediately is like, what the fuck is this? And then the homeboy tells him what it is. So this is like, I mean, this is literally like explaining of crack.
Okay.
Okay, to a guy who deals heavy coke. Mm-hmm. So I remember they're all dressed like, they're clearly killing it, but they're all dressed like rappers, if that makes sense.
Right. Okay.
All right?
Okay.
And he's telling, so they're all, but they're clearly killing it. They're clearly top coke dealers of New York at least. And he's telling them how dope it is, and like he's like, man, I'm telling you, this is the new thing. We got to be the first ones on it. This is gonna take over the fucking city. I'm gonna take over the world. He's telling them all this shit, and the guy's like, man, what the hell are you talking about, man? He's like, you acting like this shit's gonna change the world? He's like, look, man, I don't know about all that, but I'm telling you this. I saw people go crazy for it. When they had it at the club, we saw people fucking light up with it. 10 minutes, come back literally 10 minutes later. And he goes, I've seen people do that all the time. He's like, man, not like this. I'm telling you. You know what I mean? He was, because also imagine just being that guy where you're like, oh, this is a different kind of high. This ain't like how people come back from cocaine. This is like, oh, these people are back and they will fucking do anything.
Yeah, that crack high, that meth high. There's certain
heroin
high. There's certain highs that they're like, they must.
Life changing.
They must feel.
It's an endorphin overload.
Unbelievable. To let that do what it does to your life, they must feel so good.
Unreal. So, he's talking to him about it, and he's like, man, he's like, oh, and the bitches. Oh, he stands up in the Jeep while he's driving. He's like, oh, the bitches. He's like, bro, sit down. Bro, the bitches, I'm telling you. He's like, I've been getting my dick sucked every day for this shit. It's like, man, I can't imagine it was that powerful, though. It was.
Ooh, yeah.
And Wesley Snipes is like, just looking at it like, this is your boy, and you're like, what the fuck is this shit?
Yeah,
he goes,
you know
right.
he makes money, so it's like.
Yeah, and you're like, all right. He's like, let me think about it. I'll look into it. You know what I mean? And then the homeboy, the G Money guy grabs him. He's like, brother, I'm telling you, this is going to make us into the mob. Wesley Snipes is like, just thinking, like, okay.
I like where this is going.
You like mob stuff.
I like crime. Crime is interesting.
Yeah, crime's fun. So there's this beautiful light-skinned girl, right? Mm-hmm. And first off, he heads back. He heads to a club, like a nightclub, right?
Right.
And the DJ of the nightclub is Flavor Flav, and not Flavor Flav playing someone. The DJ's name is Flavor Flav. He's like, oh, Flavor Flav, like he's saying his name, but he's a DJ in it. Whatever. Let's keep going.
Sure. Hey, hey, they have. You know what? The 90s hadn't figured out cameos all the way yet.
Not yet. They didn't know how to really do it yet.
Yeah.
And then Flavor Flav goes, oh, shit, we got Nino in the house. What's
How
up?
awful would every cameo be if they were like, oh, it's Alec Baldwin. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Or maybe they couldn't talk Flavor Flav and just stop saying his name.
Yeah. just in Thor 3. It's Matt Damon. It's me.
It's Matt Damon. Me. Hi.
Hi. I'm in the Marvel universe now.
So, Nino's in the house. Everyone respects this guy. It's like the Money Mitch scene from Paid in Full.
Okay.
Remember that scene where they walk in? It's just like matters. Everybody's moving out the way. Mm-hmm. This is Nino Brown. He's getting respect. As he's going through, he looks over. Ice-T's got some girls with him too. It's very slow motion. They pass each other. They just make eye contact. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then they kind of go separate ways. He heads to the back, like he has a private room for him. And remember the guy from the suit from earlier? The guy in the suit.
Oh, the guy watching? Yeah.
He's there. All right? And he goes, Nino. He's like, how's it going? I forgot the guy's name. Like Akeem or something.
Okay, racist. All right.
He gives him shit for being such a nerd. And he's like, man, I can't, because he's a businessman at this big corporation and all this stuff. Right. And he's like, man, I can't believe you still deal with this life and all these thieves. And he was like, man, well, when you add an extra $8,000 a week to all my checks and all my earnings, what am I supposed to say, right? And Nino kind of smiles. Mm-hmm. And he sees Nino's girl, this beautiful light-skinned girl. Beautiful. And she's like, looks really sweet and innocent. And she's cousins with the banker, the clean guy.
Okay.
But you got to have in your organization.
Right.
You know what I mean?
And you got to have a nerd.
Got to have a nerd and a guy who's clean. You got to have a guy who's like not involved.
Right.
But he's involved.
Right.
You know what I mean? Let you know how smart this dude is. Like, oh, this guy's not just some regular drug dealer. This guy's he's trying to last.
He's trying to be top dog.
Yeah.
For a while.
So in the meeting, they're talking about how tough it is on the streets right now and how crazy this world is. And he goes, but I got something, and I've looked into something now that's going to make us rich. And he puts the crack on the table. And he goes, I figured it out. No more selling on corners. We're about to change the product. We're going to change the market. We're going to change the whole drug dealing game. And everybody's looking at him.
Nino saying this?
Nino's saying this. Right. He's like, we're going to name it the Carter. And they go, the Carter. He's like, because we're going to take over this. And he points at a blueprint, points at a building. And they're like, the Carter Apartments? He goes, yep. A project, like a project house, right?
Right.
And he goes, we're going to take it over. We're going to bum rush the whole thing. And they go, what about the tenants? Tenants, they cooperate. They're loyal customers. They get cracked. They don't cooperate. They're hostages when we need them. He sets them up. He shows how they're going to set up the whole apartment. They're going to set it up like a fortress, like Fort Knox, and like whoop de whoop. And they'll have the completely thing shut down with security, lookouts on all four corners, 24/7. Taking shifts. You know what I mean? So it's 24/7 lookout on all corners of the building. Security cameras on all hallways, all rooms, all doors, like everything, like top flights. You know what I mean? People watching all security cameras at all times. Everything apart from each other, so it can all be burned with like a delete system and like everything.
Jesus.
Like he goes through the whole thing.
This guy's awesome.
Yeah, I mean that's why this is a cult classic.
I mean, pure evil,
but
awesome.
And Nino Brown's like, if you say Nino Brown to most people, they go, oh, fucking New Jack City, because he's the part of this movie that's like why it's so good.
Okay.
Everything else you're like, okay, but him, like, oh man, this guy's like you said, a fucking gangster.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
A real deal gangster. He's
real deal. Thinking way ahead. Also, invented like project crack houses. Like this is like the guy, like whoever did this for real. This is a person. You know what I mean? Who's like, oh, bro,
we can use this.
We can take over an apartment.
Yeah.
They're not gonna do anything. Police aren't gonna do anything.
No.
You know what I mean?
Don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck.
No.
And when they do give a fuck, we have hostages to get out. Like, we can get out.
Also, most of them can be bribed.
All of them.
Yeah.
I mean, thought about the projects before, like using that as a weapon before anybody else. It's like, oh wow, crazy. And it's a fortress. So they're talking about how like, oh well, there's one person who runs that part of town who's gonna have a problem with it. And he goes, oh man, it's all right. We're gonna sing that motherfucker a lullaby. And then he has this girl at the table and she goes, rock-a-bye baby, right? And then they cut to, they roll up on a dude and G Money's like, hey Schmitty, we got a message from Nino. And this guy, like a Jamaican guy, comes up. He goes, man, what the bum look like you doing in my neighborhood? And then he goes, hey, Nino just wanted me to tell you, your services are no longer needed. And then the girl hops out. Bam! Shoots him right in the fucking head. Broad daylight. Everybody's like, oh. And then G Money's like, that's how you kill a motherfucker. Walk up right on him in broad daylight. Bam! As they pull off, he's yelling at. And then you just hear rock-a-bye baby, like in the background. Right? Gangster scene, bro. So Nino, cut to, he's holding up a shotgun to the owner of the Carter Apartments, like the owner, and he's got him walking. And he's telling him how he's gonna sign over all paperwork and all, he's gonna sell it to him at a fair price. The Carter Apartment, and the dude is butt naked as he's got the shotgun on him, and he's telling him how the deal's gonna go. And he's like, the guy's crying. He's like, if you want to live, you know what I mean? And then he fucking like makes him walk out naked.
Whew.
Nino ain't playing, bro.
No, he's getting the deal done.
So the apartments are huge, and they're not dirty. They still look okay. They look clean. You know what I mean? And there's these boys singing outside like a duet, And then while they do, you see all of Nino's like hood niggas busting in the apartment, right? They're busting in each apartment, and they're fucking like tearing people up, telling them they're gonna move into this room. You know what I mean? If people aren't cooperating, they're fucking killing people. They don't give a fuck, bro. Just fucking every single one. And then you see them start building the infrastructure. You see them clear out rooms, start fucking setting up security cameras, setting up, like, you see them set it all up, like the drug rooms. You see them set up, like, the mail tubing stuff that goes from floor to floor?
Yeah.
Like, shoop, that shit.
Use
they
that
set up that.
drugs. Yeah.
So the room, so it's everything separated.
Wow.
Crazy, right?
Wow.
So, they're setting it all up, and you hear, money, 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 money. That's what's playing in the background. And it's the dudes outside singing it, but it's them. Money, 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 money. And you hear them singing as this whole scene's going down.
That's crazy.
And then you see, like, bro, they set it all up, and then you see how it works. Like, you see people coming in, and it's a fortress, and like the security, and like you got to go through different levels to get up. And when you buy the crack, like it comes through the mail chute, and then, bro, you see the people outside, in one air part of the apartment's making the crack. You see that part going to where they count it up and bang it up to like and look like to down to the chute. Like it's all
nothing's in the same place.
Nothing.
Right. So things can be. You can't find everything at once. You can hide some shit. You can
get rid of something. You can make something work.
Yeah,
you can do what you got to do.
Yeah.
And then he's got a room full of computers doing all the finance stuff, like just a computer room.
Jesus.
You know what I mean? Like everything. There's just security, guns, like all the shit. Money, 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 money.
This is well done.
Oh, it's great.
This is well done.
You see now, I mean, they also show how much money they're making. And it's, we're talking.
It must be millions of dollars.
Clearly like well over the $20-30 million. I mean, we're talking that kind of infrastructure. Like they're making, and it's coming in like, they don't even know what to do with it. At this point, you can tell they wouldn't know what to do with it, right?
Yeah, it's all cash.
Yeah, and you see.
What do you do with that? You have to launder it somehow.
Oh, of course. Oh, yeah. This guy owns New York at this point.
Yeah. How do you launder?
He owns justice. He owns all. He owns police. He owns everything.
Hey, if any Beanos out there has made $20 million illegal dollars, can you just like give us a clue on how to launder it?
Send it a letter if we have any prison listeners.
Do it anonymously.
Or if you're in prison already, just let us know who you are.
Yeah, because we want to know.
We want to tell your story.
How do you launder that kind of money? Asking for a friend.
Yeah. And you know what? We'll just put it up in the polls if nothing else.
Yeah. We'll put it up as a question. How do you launder $20 million? It's crazy. Yeah.
So it's now winter.
Right.
Okay. They did this so fast.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And the apartments are completely shitty now. All right. And the guys are still outside singing by the fire. They walk away, fades to black. Now it's 1989.
Okay.
So it's been 3 years.
Okay.
Ice-T he's watching kids at a school. And there's all those little crack vials all on the ground, just all on the ground as the kids are playing. He's just like, he's just depressed, you know? And you cut to, he goes to the station for work, and an old black man, this old grandpa motherfucker, he's complaining at the station about the Carter apartments. And he's like, I've been here every day. We're fucking hostages. We're prisoners in our own home. Y'all haven't done shit. He's just going off. But he walks by him. But you hear, they just let you see this guy going off.
Right.
Okay? And so he goes in, and then he walks by and he goes to his own place, and you see a sergeant talking to a chief. And the sergeant is telling the chief, like this chief, he's like, Chief, Nino Brown, we haven't been able to get a hold of him. We're doing everything we can. We need to get real dirty cops on the case. We need to get the Ice-T, you know?
Yeah.
They say Ice-T. And he goes, we need him.
Hey, it's Ice-T, everybody. This is his cameo.
So we need him and this other cop. And he asked for the other guy, and the guy's like, oh, that guy's too wild. Both of them are too wild. We can't have them together. And he begs for him. He's like, man, we need to get Nino off the streets. And the chief's like, man, we weren't ready for this crack epidemic. It hit us too hard. And then the sergeant cop's like, well, that's why we need guys like them. We need new jack, dirty cops for this dirty situation. This is crazy. We got to get this guy. Because he's the biggest guy. Like, he would have been like, of course, crack would have been.
He's like Escobar.
Yes. Because of course, crack would have been everywhere now at this point in New York. But well, we got to at least take down this guy.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. You take it's like if you take down the best company, the new company of people aren't going to be as good.
Yeah.
The new crack people aren't going to be as good because this guy created it. This guy created the system.
This empire infrastructure. Yeah.
Yes.
For crack.
Yeah. And it's like you can't replace the emperor smoothly.
No,
so if you get him out, it'll do a big damage to the epidemic because it's going to be harder for some people to get.
Very true. It's speaking cop knowledge. It's cop knowledge.
That's drug knowledge.
So the chief goes, I want no waves, not a goddamn ripple. He's like, yes, sir. So they show Ice-T pulling up to a place.
Did you pull that line from a book of things police chiefs
are
supposed to say?
Did. Of course they did. They literally pulled it up from the book.
Yeah.
So they show Ice-T in this.
What does that mean?
I have no idea.
What does that mean? You want to drop? You don't want to drop? You don't want to? Hey! If you take out the multi-million-dollar crack guy, it's gonna be kind of a ripple.
No, you gotta get some waves. You gotta get some tidal waves, bro.
Yeah.
That's just gonna be kind of hard.
Yeah. I'm
just guessing.
What do you mean you don't want a ripple? You want a fucking tsunami. That's what you need.
So Ice-T and the sergeant pull up to the other guy, the other wild cop.
Right.
He's the white dude from the Breakfast Club, the bad boy.
Oh, really?
Mm-hmm.
Damn.
Crazy, right?
Damn.
You weren't expecting him.
Yeah. Detention really did a number on him.
So him and Ice-T, of course, as all cops who meet each other and who have to partner up.
Don't like each other.
Hate each other.
Why?
I don't know if it's a big dick thing. I don't know what that is.
Yeah. But then eventually he becomes the guy you die for.
Oh, every time.
Just start there.
So the Sarge tells them how they need evidence on Nino Brown, not light shit. We need fucking hard evidence. We're going to take this kind of guy down.
Right.
He's killing us. And then he goes, I'm setting up a unit and I picked you two individually, all that. He goes, and the homeboy's like, man, why us? Why'd you pick me? Ice-T. He's like, because you're from the neighborhood and I know you care about this. Mm-hmm. And Ice-T kind of looks at him. And then they start going, they argue more about how they don't want to work with each other, of course. Mm-hmm. And then he goes, look, man, this is it. It's you guys. You in or out? Ice-T's like, fuck it, I'm in. Let's take him down. So G-Money brings this Italian guy over to Nino Brown.
Ooh.
Nino knows him. Nino knows him. Yeah, he's Frankie, right? He supplies the cocaine.
Okay.
And they're talking, and he lets him know how his boss, the Don, he doesn't take it, takes it as an insult that you didn't ask permission for this whole Carter situation. We know you're bringing in, he's like, we know you're bringing in money that's, we can't even fathom, right? Because also, at this point, they all of them they don't look like rappers no more. Now they look like fucking tailored black suits. Everybody.
Yeah. Businessmen.
Business.
Yeah.
All right. And the Italian dude's like talking to him, whoop de whoop, like, hey, you didn't ask the Don's permission, and I think we need to renegotiate, our 10% deal because we know you're making way more money now, and you did it without asking, whoop de whoop. And he goes, Wesley Snipes, like, tell the Don I said fuck him. He ain't getting another dollar out of me. You know what I mean? We don't need you. He goes, Cash Money Brothers, we contain the unit. That's us. It's ours now. He goes, you need something from me? Tell him I'll hook him up with some fucking chitlins Alfredo, motherfucker. And the Italian dude's already walking out like, okay.
Right.
I'll tell him what you said.
Right.
Right then G Money comes up. He's like, I don't know if you should have did that, Nino. And he goes, fuck him. They got a problem, we'll roll over him.
You're going to roll over the mob? Look, I know you're making money, but my God.
Frankie goes back to the bar.
You're new money. Mob is like old money.
New York mob too.
Yeah, that is not that you can't compete with unless you're an actual billionaire.
Well, if you kind of boss that, like people gotta pay you to do crime just in the city, just out of respect.
Right.
That's the kind of boss you are.
Yeah, and you've been doing that for years. They just don't have the money. You don't have the money to take on the mob. That's dumb. G Money is correct. Good job, G Money. You earn a gold star.
You don't know how much money they got though. You don't know how much money they got.
I don't know how much money
we're talking. They definitely at this point he would have between probably 50 to, after 3 years of that shit.
Yeah,
probably between 50 to 100 mil.
Right.
He ran all the crack in New York City.
Right.
If not more.
No, I'm saying he would definitely put up a great fight against the mob. He might
because it would be new money that people have never seen. Because that's why the Don would have been like, oh, this guy's making like
right. Okay, this is the overall point I'll make. That might be new money that's going to be hard. And it might be enough money for you to be like, we're not going to fuck with this because it'd be bad. But if like an actual war broke out, you're going against people that elected a president.
Yeah. No, you're going against billions.
Yeah.
Now you're on your way to billions because it's like, oh, wow, you got crack money now. This is a new drug and you own it.
Yeah.
But we have billions already.
Yeah. There's always like, in any sort of thing that you do, there's always like a difference between where you're going to be and where you actually are.
Yeah.
And sometimes you can see where you're going to be and you act like you're already there.
So Frankie goes to the bar and he tells his boss, what he said. And he goes, that's what he said. And he goes, he didn't even deny it, boss. I told him, you didn't disrespect it, whoop. And he just fucking said that's what they're doing. That's what they're doing. Mm-hmm. And he goes, that's what, what about the G Money? He goes, no, G Money's cool. I'm telling you, boss, G Money's cool. It's this Nino guy. He said he's going to buy from the Peruvians now. He's not even going to buy from us anymore. And
this is their supplier. Too.
Mm-hmm.
Right, yeah.
And he goes, the Don just goes, he laid down with Peruvian dogs, he ended up with flies. He doesn't say anything else.
Oof. They, of course, picked that from Things a Mob Boss is supposed to say in that book? Okay, yeah.
But he also he was like, I'm not, like you said, he's like, this is too much money that we're not going to just send a hit squad and we can't, it's too powerful for that.
Yeah.
But okay, we'll see how this plays.
Yeah. That's his way of saying, okay, they're making bad decisions.
Mm-hmm. So I'm not going to, let's not start a war. We don't need to lose a bunch of people.
No.
So Ice-T and his partner, they watch like Nino the next day. He's handing out turkeys, right? It's Thanksgiving time. He's handing out turkeys to everyone, the whole neighborhood, right? And while he's doing this, Ice-T watches him. He goes, oh, shit, it's Pookie. You see Chris Rock. He's now a homeless crackhead. He just looks, he's just, and he's like, hey, Nino, come on, man. Let me get a turkey, man. Come on. No, Nino, come on, man. Let me get a turkey. And then Nino's like, Pookie, I don't understand it. You used to be a stick-up kid. You said you wanted to be a real drug dealer. Now look at you, just a goddamn basehead. And he's like, oh, come on, man. Come on, Nino. I know I look like shit. Come on, man. Just give me something to eat. I'm hungry. Come on, Nino. He's like, oh, come on. And he hands him some food, and he's laughing at him. He goes, hey, Pookie, you clean yourself up, I'll give you a job. And Pookie's like, he just kind of runs off with this turkey, right?
Life's hard.
So in the hallway, he's high as shit. He's smoking crack. And he's fucking talking to himself, and he's eating turkey with this girl. And the girl's going off bragging about, like, she's a cracker, too. She's like, I used to be the prom queen. I was the prom queen. And he was like, bitch, now you're the prom fiend. Shut up. You know, he's trying to be Chris Rock. He's like, oh, he's still got to be a little funny.
Yeah.
And he's yelling at her, and all these people are watching them, and then he starts trying to beat up on the girl. And then a woman comes up and is like, will you stop? Will you stop? And Chris Rock's trying to beat up on this girl, and then Ice-T fucking comes out of nowhere, and he grabs him, and he throws him on the wall. He's like, you punk-ass junkie. You fucking, calm down, stop. And he looks at him, he goes, oh, shit, I know you're a cop. You a cop. And he covers his mouth, and he fucking, like, drags him up the stairs, right? He goes, shut up. And then he goes, shut up. You want me to fucking kill you in here? You gotta keep your fucking mouth shut. And then Pookie goes, I'm sorry. I know I was wrong for beating on that girl. This crack shit, man. This shit got me, man. He be calling my name. He be calling me. I be trying to run it. So this is the only real acting I've ever seen Chris Rock do. He be calling me. I fucking need help, man. I fucking need help. So he goes, Ice-T's like looking at him. So he takes me to a rehab place. He's like, what is this shit? And he's like, hey, man, I got a fucking crack monster here. I need you guys to take care of him. Pookie's like, crack monster? Fuck you, man, what? And they fucking come and they grab him. And he's like, come on, I don't want to be here, man. I'm going to die in here. Don't fucking leave me there. I'll die in here, please. It's good for you, Pookie. You need this. I'll die, you motherfucker. I'm going to die in here. They fucking cut to, like, him shaking in the bed. Fucking white on his mouth. He's just trying to get it, like, stop shivering.
The withdrawals must be insane.
Oh, Lord, for this, especially if you're smoking crack at that kind of rate for 3 years, like all day, every day. Yeah, you gone, bro. And like to that point where you'd already kind of lost your soul and like at that, in your own head.
Yeah.
You were already gone.
Oh, God.
So he's watching over him at night. Ice-T comes, he's checking on him, he's just shaking. And then it shows, Chris Rock's in therapy and he's barely holding it together as people are telling their sad stories. You see days passing, he's just listening to these stories, and people just saying crazy shit about what they would do for crack, And he's just fucking crying, he's trying to get through it, and it shows him like days go by and he starts to work out. He starts to shiver a little less. More days go by, he's working out more. And then finally it cuts to he's talking in therapy and he's so glad it's his last day. He looks super clean. He looks like young Chris Rock again.
Right.
And he's like so thankful. And he's like, I'm going to do everything y'all told me one day at a time. And everybody's like, love you, Pookie. Love you, man. You did it. And he's smiling, right, real big. And he's leaving and he's thanking Ice-T. He's like, Ice-T, thank you, man. You changed my life. I'll have a life again, man. I feel like I'm a human again. I'm a person. He's like, bro, let me do anything. I'll do anything to help you. He's like, man, just get your life on track. He's like, come on, man. Let me help you bring down Nino Brown. I fucking hate that guy. Everything he did to me. Let me help you bring him down. He's like, nah, man, you're not involved in this shit. He's like, man, he's like, come on, man. He's like, he promised me a job. Nino said if I get clean, I can get a job. He's like, man, I can get in. He's like, bro, I know I can get in. And he's looking at him now like, and he's like, come on, man, I got to get off the streets. Please, you help me. Ooh. I need something to be a part of, or else I'm going to go right back to that shit. Let me be a part of something that's bigger than, And he's just looking at him.
Yeah, he's definitely not as whimsical as I expected him to be.
No, he's a real person in this, I told you.
Yeah. There's a distinct lack of whimsy.
There's some heart in this character.
Yes.
Which is very unlike Chris Rock in all the movies we've ever talked about him with.
Yeah.
There's heart in this character.
Yeah.
Crackhead or not, there's heart there.
Arc, and you're rooting for him.
There's arc. Yeah. You're rooting for him. Which is Chris Rock, literally all of his characters, that's what we talk about this all the time. There's never an arc. It's always this flat line base of emotions. You know what I mean?
Yeah. One face.
One face is Chris Rock face, and he's being funny. Whereas this, he's still being Chris Rock, he's being this funny kind of like quick self, but it's like there's heart and there's like, oh, there's a person here.
Yeah.
There's a human here.
This is oof.
So he gets Pookie going undercover now, finally, right? Mm-hmm. And it works. He gets in the infrastructure, time goes by. So Pookie's now telling all the cops about how it works. He's like, man, he's got this shit like you wouldn't believe. He's like, it's like a fucking well-oiled like company. He's like, to even get in, even the crackheads, you need a card that they give you. So you got to get a card, and that gets you in. He's like, once you get into the first gate, you got to get through past the zombies. And then they go, the zombies. He's like, man, it's fucking zombie central. And they show him walking in, and it's like fucking just all the crackheads outside.
All the crackheads, okay.
That are just there.
Yeah.
The people that live there and the people that are just there, that just aren't going in. They're just buying crack. They're just fucking, and they look like zombies. It's fucking, it looks like a fucking World War Z shit. Ooh. And he goes, after that, you go up to the second floor. He's like, that's where you pay your money. And they go, really? Yeah. And then what happens then? He goes, a buzzer goes off, and from another room, they fucking mail shoot down your crack. And they go, damn. Right? And he goes, where do they make it? He goes, man, that's upstairs on the whole other side of the building. And he goes, in that room, everyone, you got to even enter, you got to be butt naked. And they show everyone in the room completely butt naked. I mean, that's how you do it, though. Is that you want somebody to steal from you?
Yeah.
Everyone in the room, you come in the room, butt naked. That's how you got to do crack and cocaine, things like that, heroin.
Yeah.
You got to be butt naked.
And how you see if anyone's wearing a wire. Or
all the things.
Yeah.
You need all the things. Yeah. It's like because that information, you're going to prison for life. They got you.
Yeah.
If they have that.
Yeah, that's crazy.
And you can't have these motherfuckers stealing because if they're dealing with the weight that you're pushing.
This is a well-run business.
It really is, isn't
It
it?
really, really is.
Crack, man. It's also crazy because, like, man, this really happened. Maybe not like this, but this happened.
Yeah,
This happened.
Yeah, something like this has happened.
For sure.
Yeah.
In all these major cities, when crack first hit the streets, people are like, what is this?
Yeah. Yeah. That's crazy. That's crazy. Used to be like that.
I know, bro.
New drug.
It was a new one. It was new. People had never seen it.
It's just, it's different than now. Because now the major drug, that it fucks you over, you just get it from a doctor.
Yep.
Very different.
Synthetic heroin, baby.
Yeah.
Life's crazy.
Yeah.
Anyway, at least it's not black people anymore.
Yeah. It's everybody.
Well, no, black people don't do that. They still do this, but black people don't do that.
Yeah.
They don't mess with that shit.
Yeah. Why would you guys trust doctors? They constantly are trying to fuck you.
Also, how can I trust him if he doesn't have a gold chain on? Anyway.
I think that's
I'm just going off the
racist.
movie.
I think no.
I'm going off the movie. I'm going off what I saw.
Okay.
Be mad at what you want.
Okay.
Be mad at what you want. I'm going off what I saw, baby.
All right, relax, whoever this guy is.
Hey, baby. Yeah, dog. This racist black guy. So he tells him, he goes, and so where do people leave from? He goes, well, you can leave from the back door here, or you can take your goodies and get high at the Enterprise. And they go, what's the Enterprise? He goes, well, crack. That's just the final frontier, man. The kind of high you get is some Star Trek shit. That's why they call this room, and he tells them there's a room, it's called the Enterprise. They show these people get in there. He's like, man, once people light that glass dick and they blast off, I'm telling you, their eyes change. Takes your soul. And you see people in the room getting high. You see a mom and they're getting high just in front of her, like 8-year-old son who's just looking at her.
Oof.
And she's just, you know what I mean? Just to prove the point of like, yeah, bro, it's some shit like, oh, it's like, it's beyond the love of your children.
No, yeah.
That's how strong this high is.
That's
You're going to fucking, like you said, bro, you're going to Star Trek, bro. We talking about something like, oh, damn. You're on the final frontier.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
That's a high, bro. And then they're all looking at him. He goes, man, I'm telling y'all, this Nino guy, he's a mad scientist. That's what Chris Rock says to all the cops. And they're like, okay. So at the club, Flavor Flav, he's celebrating everybody, telling them.
Oh, I forgot Flavor Flav. I didn't know he came back.
Yeah, he's in this.
It's Flavor, everybody.
He did. He says,
it's
hi, I'm
Flavor.
Flavor Flav. He gets everybody excited for the new year, celebrating the Happy New Year.
Yeah.
Nino's in the back with the crew. All right, they all got nice red suits on, and he's toasting the family, and he's like, till life, till death. I'm proud of you guys. Happy New Year. They all go, we love you, Nino. Happy New Year. And he goes to CMB, and he stands up and he goes, am I my brother's keeper? And they go, yes, I am. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am. They all cheer, right?
So that's such a like.
It's a Bible line.
Yeah. But it's also like such a like. Am I to toast to that when you're doing what you're doing?
My brother's keeper.
That's some deep shit.
Yeah,
clearly you're not your brother's keeper.
Oh, you man, in a business like that, you gotta. I mean, oh my god.
I mean, to be like that, you have to believe that you're in.
You have to. You have to have some kind of. But then also you can't at the same time. It's a weird game. That's weird.
Yeah, but that is weird for him to say that and effectively destroying the community.
He pulls G, right?
Yeah.
So he pulls G Money to the side, and they have a heart to heart. They start talking about how proud of each other they are, right? And how they came up with this and how smart G Money is. Thank him for bringing this to him.
Right.
It's changed their lives. Because they went from being big drug dealers to like kingpins in the city.
Yeah. The biggest in the world.
Some of the biggest in the world.
You're the biggest drug dealer in New York. You're the biggest in the world.
You're the biggest in the world. God damn, think about that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, good point. So, I mean, you own judges and politicians and shit.
Yeah.
You're at a whole other level. You're beyond.
The only ones richer than you are like LA drug dealers and then Asian drug dealers and then mob.
They say but you're in that contest now.
Yeah.
You're now competing with the big boys.
Yeah. You're there. That shit's wild.
So you were already doing well because the movie started. You were already a killer drug dealer.
Already so nerve wracking.
Yeah,
I just know how stuff like this ends.
But it's always fun to see how it ends differently.
Yeah. How does this one end?
So he's telling him like how we have to. He's like, man, we can't fuck this up. This is Nino Brown, the G Money. He's like, so many people fucking die. Scarface shit. He's like, that's not happening to us. We're not. That's not gonna be our problem. That's not gonna be our downfall. Nothing will come between us. I love you, man. G Money's like, I love you too, dog. All right, right then. The Italians come knocking on the door. It's the Frankie guy and like two of his two goons.
Right.
And he goes, the Italian guys, look, the Don wanted to send a message. Let bygones be bygones. We congratulate you and all your new successes, Nino, with a gift. And he gives him a gift, and Nino kind of opens it up, and it's like a figure, like a glass figure of a black man getting hung. And he goes, a gift from the Don. And he kind of laughs, and they go to leave, like this is a message.
Right.
And Nino fucking smashes it over his head, fucking slams the dude down. The fucking other guys, of course, his boys grab the two mob bosses, right? They start beating the shit out of him.
Yeah.
And he fucking cuts his fucking ponytail off, the Italian guy. And he fucking holds it up to him. And then, he starts talking just mad, shit to him, right? And he tells him, get your spaghetti eating ass out my motherfucking office and tell your Don that. And he throws him his ponytail, send him this message, you know what I mean? And the dudes, they fucking leave all beat up, and Nino laughs, right? And G Money's kind of like, fuck.
Yeah, dude.
Dude,
that's rule number 1. You don't fuck with the messengers.
Yeah, because then it's war. Well, then it's like,
it's war.
It's war.
It's war.
It's war. All right.
It's war. You're declaring war.
Though I will say this on the Italian guy. Don't send a message like that.
That's a bad way to send a message. But
that's a bad way to send a message, bro. To a bunch of also ego-driven people.
Right.
I get to you're like, oh, but we're the mob, and it's like, yeah, but this is like a noose with a black man. It's like you went personal.
Well,
you went personal.
Well, no, he's trying to. Yeah, well, what he should have done is he shouldn't have sent the guys. He should have
sent that.
He should have mailed it.
Yes, you should have sent that, a message from the Don. But to actually send your guys, it was like, man, you kind of set them up to die.
You're kind of setting up your guys to die. That is. It's bad gameplay all around.
I mean, even if it was, if he vice versa, bro, it's Wesley Snipes' crew sending a glass figurine with his crew.
Yeah.
Of an Italian dude getting hung with a noose.
Yeah.
I'm expecting the Don to fucking be like, well, you know what? We'll send him your message back. How about your fucking heads?
Right.
That's a message back.
Right.
The fact that he let him leave, that's like, I mean, he sent the message. That's all he wanted to know. It's like, the message is sent. We're doing war.
Yeah.
So, good point. Cut to, he's calmly on the floor, partying, dancing his ass off. Right after this.
Right.
All right.
He feels good.
He's having a good time.
That's a crazy. I don't know what that adrenaline rush is like, but I bet you it's.
Oh, you just challenged.
Awesome.
You started war. Yeah, you're like,
with the
fuck
mob.
Yeah. And you don't give a fuck. You're not nervous.
Yeah, you're like, I can handle them. I
can take them. You're like, I'm gonna take them.
I can take them.
So he spots a hottie at the bar, right? Super bad black girl.
Yeah.
And he asked G Money about her. And G Money's like, oh, that's a stripper I met at Frankie's Club, the Italian guy.
Right.
It's a strip club with dude. And he's like, you fuck? He's like, yeah, I busted draws once, but I kind of like her. I'm trying to get to know her. He's telling her like all this shit, right? And he's like, damn, Wesley Snipes is like, Lord have mercy, right? He's just looking at her. And G Money's kind of looking at him like, all right. So back at Nino's house,
oh, God. Well, that's how you start a betrayal.
They're literally watching Scarface.
Yeah.
It's Nino and his girl, G Money and that girl. All right. And they're watching Scarface, and G Money is like, his girl's laying on him, and Nino Brown's drunk as shit. He's drunk as fuck.
Right.
All right. And they're watching Scarface, and she's flirting hard with Nino. G Money's girl's calling him a king. Oh, just saying all this like crazy shit to him, and his girl's kind of looking at him like, what the fuck? And then this girl kind of tells her like, you need to like fucking watch yourself and shut up and like have some manners, right? And the other girl goes, whatever, kind of like brushes her off, the stripper girl. Yeah. And she keeps saying Nino's like this, you're this fucking god and nobody should mess with you, and all this stuff. And he kind of stands up and he's drunk and he's watching Scarface and he's like, the world is mine. He kind of starts saying it like Scarface, And then the girl gets up, right, and she starts dancing, like getting real hot for him. She starts taking off her clothes. She has like lingerie on.
What's G Money thinking?
G Money's just looking at all this like, man, what the fuck is going on?
Right.
And right then the girl goes, oh, you need to have a son, You need someone to carry on this fucking legacy. You're such a legend, like all this stuff, right? And then he goes, Nino's drunk, and he goes, I'd like to have a son, but this fucking girl here, she's drunk. She can't have no kids, man. She can't have no fucking kids. He's still talking like Scarface. And then his girl goes, you fucking asshole, and hits him and then like storms off.
Right.
Right? And then the fucking girl gets super hot, right? The other girl, she's just in lingerie. She's so hot, by the way, and she's just calling him over. G-Money's just watching, and then he fucking drunkenly walks over, and then G-Money grabs him and goes, hey, go talk to your girl, man. Go get your girl. You shouldn't have said that. That shit wasn't cool. And he's like, and he kind of just turns around and walks off, right? And he keeps quoting Scarface. Fucking the world is mine, He turns around and he goes, you fucking bitch. The fuck's wrong with you, huh? You a fucking hoe? Is that you are? And he goes up to her. She's just laughing, and then she starts like kissing him, and he immediately like,
oh, buckles.
I mean, she's hot.
Oof. Oof.
And she's a dirty whore, which makes her hotter.
Oof.
And she's, you know what I mean? She's like, yeah, I know who I am.
Yeah. That confidence.
Something about that where you're like, oh.
Well, at least I'll fuck this. I'll definitely want to have sex with you.
Dude. So Nino's girl's in his room
That's
just
all,
going off.
That's all it took.
Oh,
that's all it took. She almost
fucked your boss in front of you and his girl.
You and his girl. That's crazy.
She didn't give a fuck either.
Yeah.
She just wanted to be around that kind of power. Also, it's like, that's what girls who like love power, like those girls are real. Like that's because it's just like, they just want to fuck the power of a guy, of that kind of person who owns a city. Like, this guy owns the city.
Right.
So him and his girl, Nino and his girl, they're arguing in the room. And then she's like, why you treat me like this? She's like, I've been with you since the beginning, since this. And he goes, I don't owe you jack shit, bitch. He's like, just because you've been here since the beginning don't mean I owe you shit. He's like, the only reason you're with me is because your life was boring. She's like, what do you mean? She's like, I'm the one that excited your life. That's why he starts saying all the things. Like, he helped her with his grandmother. He helped her with this. You owe me. He starts going off, right? And then she like goes to hit him. He goes, bitch, you ever do that again, I swear to God, I'll fucking kill you. And she's like this. And she gets all scared. She just starts crying. He walks off. So he leaves. He sees G Money and the homegirl. She's fucking him.
Yeah.
She's on top of fucking. He's just drunkenly. He's watching. She looks up. She sees it. And then she starts fucking him harder and like gets really into it. Power, bro. Also, hot scene.
That's really hot.
That is a hot scene. Writing-wise, not bad, fellas.
Well done. Well, this is well written.
It's good.
Minus the every once in a while they
can do some 90s bullshit line. Yeah.
Clearly from 90s movies. But
other than that, it's great.
Yeah.
Great movie.
Yeah.
It has some moments you're going to watch and be like, all right, they didn't have to do that. But other than that, I'm telling you, bro, it's the reason I've seen it so many times, and it's a cult classic, and Nino Brown's like this classic villain.
Right.
Because he's just a scary gangster. He's like your idea of a gangster, too. So, Ice-T's boss, right, his charge, he's giving him shit, his sergeant. He's talking about how you have a crackhead helping you out, and like that's your big source, and this is all bullshit, and they're arguing. And then Chris comes and talks to Sergeant. He goes, hey, man, I'm the lookout, right? He goes, they had me fucking fill out an application to get that job, but I'm in. That's how much they trust me now. Like, I'm in. I'm there. And he goes, they're talking about giving me promotion and all this kind of stuff. And then he goes, okay, if you think he's ready, we'll suit him up. So they hand him a belt, which is really like a video camera, like high-tech shit that picks up sound. And the white cop, the Breakfast Club guy, he doesn't think Pookie should do this. He's like, I don't know if this is too much. I don't know.
Yeah, the belt. You get the promotion first. See what it's like.
See how much they trust you.
Yeah. Don't start pushing that shit now.
They go, Pookie, this is all on you.
There's anything about the police. It's all good ideas.
Yeah. They tell him it's all on him, and Pookie agrees. So he has the belt on, and he's the lookout, right? They show him, and then remember the guy with the nice suit? He comes up and he gets Pookie, and he's telling him how good of a job he's doing, and he wants to bring him into G Money. So they bring him in the office to G Money, and then everybody back in the camera, now they're like, all the police are like, jackpot, we're in. We see one of his guys.
Right.
We're fucking in.
Right.
And then the dude tells G Money, he's like, oh, you're going to be working for me now down in the drug department. And then they're like, yes, And then, so, Chris Pookie's like, thank you guys. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. He's like, yeah. And then he leans over to the suit guy. He's like, keep an eye on him. Just make sure he's all right. Just keep an eye.
Right.
Got it, boss. So the Sarge is saying to Ice-T, like, man, I don't know if this is still a good idea. He's really in now. We're getting dangerous. He goes, also, Pookie's going to be in a room full of crack. I don't know if he's ready for that. And the white guy, the Breakfast Club guy, is hating it. He said, we're going to get him killed. This is bullshit. This is stupid. I don't think we should do this. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? And then Ice-T's like, no, he's ready. And Pookie's like, I can do it, man. You guys need to trust me. Chris Rock's going off. I can do it. And so they're like, all right, well, he better be. And so he grabs him, Ice-T, and he goes, look, Pookie, you owe everybody. Not just me, not just them. You owe my mom. He goes, what? He goes, a junkie, just like you used to be. Killed my mom in 84. No reason at all. Didn't steal anything. Just fucking pow. Just a fucking idiot, dirty junkie. You owe a lot of people, Pookie. This is bigger than you. Pookie gets all like wide-eyed.
Well, why not introduce doubt into his life now, huh? Good job, coach.
Yeah, he's already was going to do it, man.
Yeah.
He was the one excited to do it.
Who are you, the coach of the Browns? How did you
or the
psych him out?
Chiefs if they lost it, Andy Reid lost.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, well, that's Andy Reid, baby.
If he loses, that's very Andy Reid. But yeah, what a terrible leadership.
Yeah, that was a bad move.
Letting him go in with the camera's a bad move.
That was scary.
Ice-T is not He's a reckless cop.
He's a reckless cop. He's trying to take him down. Also, it's personal. And when it's personal and you start making personal moves, it fucks up any case.
Yeah.
That's why they always get people who aren't attached to the case in any personal way.
Yeah.
They have to do that. If the cop even knows the kind of person, it's like, well, we have to take you off. Why? Because now it's personal. Now you're willing to do things that we need somebody who
that is logical and cold
constantly.
Yeah,
everything is just about the case. It's not about your own.
Yeah.
Oh, I want to get this guy because I'm sick of what he does to the community and all that. Like, well, you're too close.
Right. You're right. You want the picture to be called by facts, not perception.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
So, Chris that night, like you said, he's fucked up and he's now staring at the crack pipe.
Right.
Just crying, staring at a crack pipe. He's about to hit it. He throws it on the ground. Stops himself. Yeah. So later that night, he's at work and he's upstairs now. And he's bagging on the crack and he's looking at it like food. And he's just like, he's just bagging it all. He's doing his job all night. And then finally he fucking puts one in his mouth. Like hides a vial.
Right.
So cut to later that night. He's got the crack pipe again. He's crying even more. He's got his shirt off and he can't resist. And he fucking starts smoking the shit out of it. He gets high as fuck. And he's just smoking all night till the next day. So cut to him now. He's back in the drugstore and he's bagging shit. But now he's fucking like, he's dancing and he's talking crazy. And he's like, yeah, come on, y'all. Come on, everybody dance with me. Let's have a good time in here, right? And everybody's looking at him, right? And, you know, he still got his belt camera on. And the other cops are getting nervous. They go, hey, yo, hey, I see what's wrong with your boy Pookie here. And he goes, he's fine. They go, what's wrong with the man? I don't think he's fine. What is he doing? He's like, he's fine, I'm telling you. And then right then G-Money comes in. He's like, Pookie, what's going on? And Pookie's like, come on, let's dance, have a good time, come on. He's like, you fucking high motherfucker. And he grabs, you think I'm stupid? You high, huh? And then he fucking like goes to hit him and he strips off his shirt. And there's just the wire attached to the belt. He goes, Pookie, you 5'0"? You fucking 5'0"? And Pookie's like, I'm sorry. He goes, man, take this motherfucker outside and kill him. And then Pookie looks down at his belt and he goes, Scotty, which is Ice-T, help. And then right then the camera goes black. And they go, fuck. And then all the cops, of course, full invasion now on the premises because now they have to save him. I mean, they got him in this.
They got him in this, yeah.
So they fucking, now it's full on, just they bust in, shoot out like crazy. G-Money's telling everybody, delete everything, delete. They do a full on computer delete. They like start scrapping all the fucking floppy disks. You know what I'm saying? 91. Taking all the floppy disks. They're you know what I'm saying? Just breaking all the computers. They literally set a bomb with a 2-minute timer. Right. I mean, it's fucking. Everything's gasoline and burnt on all the drug rooms already. Everything's just fucking. They got it. They're ready to go.
Yeah.
They all like. Ice-T comes in and he's screaming for Pookie, and he comes and he finally gets all the way to the back and he finds him and he's dead. Blood everywhere. They fucking like cut his neck and fucking shot him like he's killed.
Right.
And the bomb is strapped to him. All right. And the Breakfast Club guy, he runs up and he's like, I got it. I know, I can do this shit. And they go, come on, man. And they, he's like, I need a light. And they light it up. And he goes, all right, Scotty, Ice-T, on 3, I want you to pull out the blue wire. 1, 2, 3. They pull 2 wires at the same time. Nothing happens. 10, 9, 8. They go, what are you doing? 7. So what are we going to do? What are we going to do? 5. He's all right, we got to pull the brown. He's like, brown or red? He goes, brown or red? 3, 2. He pulls the brown. Fucking, ooh, stops. They all go, Cut 2. Nina Brown. He's fucking the shit out of the stripper girl. All right? He's fucking the shit out of her. Phone rings. She's fucking him. She leans over. She answers it. She goes, Nino's phone. And then it's fucking G-Money. He goes, you fucking bitch. I knew you was nothing but a high price hoe. You fucking bitch. God damn it. Put Nino on the phone, bitch. And she's like, she starts laughing and just hands him the phone. And Nino's like, what? Who is this? He goes, we were infiltrated. He goes, what? And G-Money's like, man, we had to shut down the Carter. He goes, you motherfucker. Get your ass here now. And he hangs up. G-Money's like, fuck. Right? Cut 2, everybody's in the meeting room. Nino walks, they all got their nice tailored suits on. Nino walks in the meeting room with a fucking Rottweiler. It's the most boss move I've ever seen. On camera, it's like, damn, scary. It looks cool. Damn, bro, you want to make a statement? Right. He walks in with the Rottweiler's scary, and then he takes it off the chain and he like plays with it a little bit, and the Rottweiler's like loves him, and then he like pats him off, and the Rottweiler runs off. And then he like, just with his hands. What the fuck happened? Nobody says anything. What the fuck happened? Keisha starts going around the table asking, "Done a man, huh? Nothing? Hakeem? Nothing, huh? Nobody has nothing to say. No one has nothing to say. Nobody. Interesting." He goes, "G-Money, you got nothing to say?" G-Money doesn't say anything. "G-Money, at this moment in time, you have nothing to say. Wow. You fucked up, G-Money. You fucked up." And then G-Money, like, he gets up, he goes, "Look, Nino." And then right then he pulls out, he has a cane, right? He pulls the little sword, like a sword out of his cane, fucking puts it on his fucking neck. He goes, "Sit your fucking $5 ass down before I make change." Best line in the movie. Out of all the lines in the movie, the only one I was like, damn.
Still from the book, though. Still.
"Sit your $5 ass down before I make change."
That's pretty good.
That's the only one. It's a line, but it's the only one out of all of them where I was like, I like that one.
That's a good one.
Also, he has a knife to his neck. And then he sits down all scared.
Put that on my Tinder bio.
Dude, sit your $5 ass down before I make change.
Yeah.
So he goes, "Look, man, you had me running that whole thing. That's 300 people. That's a fucking enterprise. They got me running it by myself. I can't keep an eye on everybody." And he goes, and he's quiet. Neil looks at him. And then G-Money goes, "Well, I mean, can't you just put it all on me? What about you? I mean, if you weren't with what's her name all night?" He goes, "With what? If I went with what?" And he puts, "Say it again. Say it." And he doesn't say anything. And then right then he holds up the knife and he stabs the Akeem dude in the hand. And Akeem's like, "Ah! Ah! Ah!" And then he pulls out like a fucking chain and he fucking starts choking him. Like the chain from the dog, you know?
The nerdy guy, right?
Yeah, the nerdy. He's just choking, and he's just looking at the most gangster in the movie. He's just looking at G-Money the whole time, and G-Money's like, and everybody's like, "Stop, boss, stop, boss, come on, stop, Nino!" And then he fucking leans in the guy's ear, and he stops choking him. He's like this, and he goes, "I never liked you anyway, you pretty motherfucker." And he smushes his head. "Everybody, get out! Get the fuck out!" And everybody, he fucking takes the knife out. The guy's like, "Ah!" And they fucking like carry him out. And he's just looking at G-Money. I thought that was badass though. To fuck up one of your other bosses when you're mad at that boss.
That boss, yeah.
Because it's like, that puts a fear in the rest of the room. Like,
I'm just like, oh, we're not.
Damn, who's safe?
No one's safe. I'm not safe if you fuck up.
That's what I'm saying.
Crazy.
That's a boss. But that's like
crazy.
Woo, I'm instilling fear in the room right now.
Yeah. That is my job.
Well, you guys fucked up.
Yeah.
I lost the Enterprise. We have to now rebuild, find a new location. And
now it's tougher to find a new location because the cops now know.
They know.
Yeah.
Luckily, we have the money to do it.
Right.
But I'm upset.
Yeah. It's not as under the radar as it used to be.
Yes. Yeah. And now we're going to lose a big fuck ton of money. And it's going to also, before we start making real money again, it's going to be like we have to lose a little bit of money. And it's like, you stab this pretty fucking. Also, I love the line of, "I never liked your pretty motherfucker anyway." And it's like, damn, bro, because you still work for him. He's just now you just know, like, oh my god. Oof. So he looks at G-Money right as he's leaving. He goes, "Something like this. It's just me, him, and him. Something like this." And he grabs him by the face. "Could never happen again. Okay, ever." He lets him go, and G-Money. Cut to G-Money that night. And he's saying, you hear him saying wedding vows. You don't see what he's talking to. And the camera keeps panning. And he goes, "You may kiss the bride." And it's a crack pipe. And he starts lighting up. And he gets high as fuck. He's getting high as fuck. So they're at the funeral for Pookie. It's just a couple cops that knew him, right? And that's it.
Right.
And their boss is going off on them how like they wasted all this money, no arrests, no evidence. We're talking about hundreds of thousands of dollars, government money wasted.
And now a dead guy too.
Yep. He goes, "I gambled on you, and you gambled on a crackhead." And right then, Ice-T goes to punch him, and his other cop stops him, right? And he goes, "Look, man, I'm sorry you lost your budget, but I lost a friend," right? And the cop goes, "Whatever, this operation's over. You're both done." So Ice-T's complaining to the Breakfast Club guy, right? They're getting a drink. And he's saying how
Breakfast guy warned you.
Yeah, and the Breakfast Club guy is saying how, Ice-T's complaining how it's his fault, and the Breakfast Club guy was right.
Yeah.
And the Breakfast Club guy goes, "Man, it wasn't your fault. It was my fault too." He's like, "Man, I used to be Pookie." He goes, "What do you mean?" He goes, "Drugs, brother. That shit ain't black and white. That shit is a death thing. You just want to die when you're on it like that." And he's like, "And I was there." I mean, the only time his character gets like a little depth, because you don't really know anything about him until that. He's like, "Oh, they had a little depth right there to his character." Like, ooh. He's like, I was, but he's like, oh yeah, it was right. Because the whole time he's giving him shit for being white, and it's like, oh bro, crack's not a black or white thing.
Yeah, if it gets its hands on you, it doesn't matter.
It's a death. It's just a you want to die.
Yeah.
You know? You want to, like, that's, I got what the saying. It's like, you're the kind of person who you just want, it ain't black or white, it's the kind of person who's self-destructive in that manner. Right. Where you want to kill yourself.
Right.
And you're using this kind of, this is poison. You know what I mean? Also, you don't see a crackhead also who wants to do crack. It's like, they don't want to do it.
No, they feel like they have to.
Yeah, they hate it. You talk to them, they're like, I hate that I do this shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, damn, that's even more fucked up. So you don't want to do it. They like cocaine. When niggas want to do cocaine and they can't stop, and then it gets to that point.
Right.
But like with crack, it's like you start doing it, you're like, man, I fuck. You don't want to do it after the second or third time, and you're just like, fuck.
Yeah. You probably know it's a problem the second you actually get high. You're like, this is
too
problem.
good. This is too good.
Yeah. Yeah. This is too good. Life is too hard.
So he looks at Ice-T looks at Breakfast Club and he goes, I'm ready to fucking kill Nino Brown. You with me? And the white Breakfast Club goes, man, I'm already ahead of you. Cut to, they ambush the Frankie guy, the Italian dude.
Okay.
Right? And they fucking put a gun up to him. They go, you hook us up with G Money. You're going to fucking do all this? And then he's like, what the fuck do I get out of this? Why wouldn't I turn you guys in? He goes, we'll let you get the prize. He goes, who? Nino Brown. We know your boss wants him. And he goes, I'll make the intro.
Ooh, play sides. Play sides. They do, dude. So I mean, at the end of the day, every mob story I've seen, the cops play a side. Cops choose a side.
And in most mob stories, the mob will work with the police to fuck over someone else.
Oh yeah.
To get whatever they need. To get whatever they need done, they will work with the cops then.
Yeah.
Mob's evil, bro. They're like, because like you can't rat. They won't rat on themselves, but they'll rat on other motherfuckers.
Yeah, they don't give a fuck.
They don't give a fuck because it's not them.
Yeah,
you're not them, so they they don't give a fuck. So he's talking to Frankie's talking to G Money, and he's telling him how, I know some guys will get you a better deal on cocaine than these Peruvians. I'm telling you, they're good. Whoop de whoop. He's like, I fucking, I don't like Nino, but I want us to be tight and keep working together. And G Money's like, good. I always like you too, Frankie, which is good. It's like, I'll make, like that tracks. Like this is how that would happen, where it's like,
and they have no idea that G Money's cracked out.
Nope.
Ooh.
And so the G Money starts asking it's Ice-T who he's meeting, right? And he's asking him questions.
Right.
And he goes, he's like, I want to meet your boss. He goes, you don't meet my boss till the deal's done and he can trust that you guys are, businessmen. And he goes, well, let me tell you something. If I introduce you to Nino Brown, I get cut in on your deal. 20% of all your earnings as well. He goes, and he's like, if not, you fuck off. And Ice-T's like, all right, I'll agree to that.
Okay.
You know what I mean? So he's also fucking over Nino.
Yeah.
G Money.
Yeah.
So Frankie, right then, as they both leave, he calls his boss.
Also, that's not a good deal if you're a drug dealer and you believe in yourself. You're like, well, I'm not going to pay two people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, G Money should have known something was up right there.
Something was up when he said okay to that immediately with no fight back.
Yep.
You're either dealing with a bad businessman or someone who's trying to get in.
You're also probably cracked out.
Yeah, but
so you're not thinking clear.
Yeah. You're definitely not thinking clear. That's gone. That's gone. But it's like that should have. If you were a good businessman, that would have been like something's up.
Oh, Nino Brown right then would have been like, okay, I'll get in touch with you and never call.
Yeah.
Or maybe send people to kill him too because they know too much. You never know. And powerful man, as powerful as Nino.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think Nino's a smart guy and wouldn't kill a cop until he needed to.
Cops are right. Yeah,
you don't need to kill him.
You do it until you need it.
You could just be like, oh, this guy's a cop, and now you can tell people like, hey, anyone who this guy talks to or this guy, you gotta avoid.
Yep.
The cops.
Period.
Yeah.
So Frankie right then calls the Don, his boss, and he goes, boss, Nino's about to scratch that itch, and he hangs up. Right? Like, you know what I mean? Like, we got him.
Right.
So cut to G Money and Nino, they're playing basketball, they're talking shit to each other. Right then, Ice-T comes up and he goes, yo, I'm here to see G Money. They all stop him like, yo, we don't know. Like all his crew go, who the fuck are you, man? You can't be walking up on us like this. And G Money's like, oh, he's cool, he's with me. And Nino's pissed. Like, Nino's like, I don't know you, motherfucker. I don't care if you know him. It's like, pat him down. And he makes G Money pat him down and take Ice-T's gun. And Ice-T's like, yo, man, what the fuck? And then Nino Brown's like, yo, I don't trust you, motherfucker. I don't know you. He's like, by the way, get the fuck out of here. I don't even want you, around my court anyway no more. I don't like you. And so they all have guns on him. And he tells G Money, he goes, hey, walk this motherfucker down the street. And if he does anything, sing his ass a lullaby. And then Nino Brown starts laughing, right? And then right then, the suit guy is looking at Ice-T and he goes, man, that motherfucker looks familiar. So G Money.
So many storylines coming together.
Good writing.
Oh my God.
Callback.
Yeah.
So because you forget about that, it's like, oh fuck, he does know that nigga.
Yeah.
So G Money, he's talking. He's on the phone later. This is the next day, and he's talking to Nino Brown. He's telling him about the Ice-T guy, and he's telling him he's a good guy. This deal's so much better than Peruvians. We're talking about making so much money. We'll be back on our feet in no time. And he's saying all this as he's smoking crack. And Nino's loving it. He's like, yeah, that does sound good. And he's like, man, and Nino's like, man, we take that money, we'll be able to build up the new city, the new organization from in New Jersey and Philadelphia. We can start taking over these other cities. And he's like, that's exactly what I'm talking about, Nino, expanding. That's what I'm trying to say. He's like, yeah, I think we're ready. He goes, all right. Let me tell you something, G Money. If he isn't who he says he is, I'm going to kill him. And then I'm going to kill you, brother. And G Money's like, I understand. And he hangs up and he fucking keeps smoking crack. Fucking crazy, right?
This is intense. It's very intense. This is very intense. What the fuck happens?
So then he's talking to his muscle, Wes Nino, and he's like,
yeah,
I want this Ice-T guy close to me. I want to know everything about him. I want him super close. Cut to that night, Ice-T and him are getting drinks, just them two, and they're hanging out late night. And they're just sharing stories, clearly having a good time, talking, laughing. They
keep your friends close, but your enemies closer.
I mean, it's about, you can tell he's like, I want to get to, because he's like, the best way to get to know him is get him drunk, get him loose, let him think I'm having a good time with him.
Right.
See if he slips up, see if he says something I don't like. Let me just see.
Yeah, look for holes in the story.
Because that's how you get it. Because like, oh, we can follow him, but he might know we follow him.
Right.
Let me get him real close. Let me smell him myself.
Right.
That's a real boss.
Yeah, this guy is the leader for a reason.
Oh, for it.
Yeah.
When you watch this movie, you're
every
like,
movie
he's the smartest person here.
Every move he makes business-wise is so good.
Clear cut too.
So good.
And doesn't fuck with drugs. I mean, he drinks, but that's, everybody's got advice a little bit.
Right.
So he's telling him a story about how when he was 12, he joined a gang. And he tells him about the gang in the neighborhood. And then
this is
Nino Brown. He's selling Ice-T. And Ice-T's like, oh, I know that gang, right? And so they're talking about it. He's like, yeah, and he goes, man, to get in, you had to kill a regular person. He goes, damn, for real? He's like, not no motherfucking other gangster, not somebody, the rival. You had to kill a regular Joe, period. It's the only way to get in.
Ooh, what's that? How his mom died?
So he goes, man, so I got a bunch of Red Angel dust that night. I mean, zooted. I'm talking about I couldn't fucking see straight. I couldn't think, hear. And I just walked up to this lady. Apparently she was a school teacher or some shit. And I fucking, BOW! And he holds a gun to like Ice-T's head. BOW! And I see just looking at him. And he's realizing he's talking about my fucking mom.
Yeah. Ooh.
And he goes, I didn't even stay to see the body drop, brother. I just took off running. And he's looking at him, and Ice-T's just kind of like staring at him. He goes, what, you think I'm some kind of monster? And he goes, no. I guess you just had to do what you had to do. It's business, not personal. And then Nino goes, oh, brother, it's always business, never personal. So the next day, Nino's giving money out to kids. He's giving money out to all these little kids, right?
Yes.
He's giving big money out to them.
Yes.
They're loving
what you got to do to make the
neighborhood. You got to have neighborhood.
Yes.
Yeah.
I've
hand out turkeys, all that shit.
I've seen video of Tekashi 6ix9ine do this.
It's what it is.
It is what it is. Yeah.
So that's what it is. So the next day, Nino is he's giving money to kids, and
he was. It was a video of him with a stack of cash,
hundreds,
handing it out to everybody, and it's like, dude, of course you got robbed.
Yeah.
Of course you got robbed.
And involved with dumb idiot crime shit, just dumb shit, because you did dumb things.
Of course.
You're not rich enough to do that yet, brother. Sorry.
Yeah. What?
This Nino guy, he's rich enough to do this.
Yeah. Also, yeah.
This is an infrastructure empire shit.
Yeah, he's walking around like he's Jay-Z with his money, and it's like, dude, you have what?
This is Jay-Z money.
Well,
this is empire.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can hand out hundreds to kids.
Yeah.
We're talking. It's like that's you make millions in every day. You make millions. Like so, it's a whole other.
Yeah.
Gosh, that's not. It's like you make music money, bro. You're making mad money, but you're not making Jay-Z music money,
and not for that long neither.
That's what I'm saying. Not even close.
Yeah.
Not even close. So
get 2 bodyguards. Those must not be cheap.
Oh, too many bodyguards.
Mm-hmm.
So
that's what happens when you rob people for a living, I guess.
Yeah, you make dumb shit decisions. So the old grandpa comes up yelling at his grandson. Remember the old grandpa that was yelling in the station?
Right.
About the car,
Right.
He comes up and he's yelling at his grandson for taking money. What are you doing? He's like, get out of here. And then he starts talking shit to Nino about how you're killing your own people. You think you're a god or something because these people around you and they worship you. You ain't no god. And he looks over at he goes, Reverend, what the hell are you doing here? And you see a man in another suit. It's like, he's a pastor. And the pastor like puts his head down like in shame.
Right.
Because he's there too. And it's like, I mean, it's like, damn, but of course he's got everybody in his back pocket.
Right.
And then right then he goes, man, shut up, old man. And then his goons start beating up on this old man in front of the pastor. It's a brutal scene.
Yeah.
In front of his grandson.
Oof.
You know, and then right then he starts laughing. Nino Brown, he goes, in 2 years, old man, they'll be marking your grave site. And you know where I'll be? Right here. And then the kid, like,
that sounds like someone who's not going to be in the same place in 2 years.
But that is some gangster shit to say, though. Yeah. Because also you might be.
That's true. You might.
That's some shit like, man, they might get me, but it might not be at the level he's at. It's like, man, they might not get me for fucking 10, 50. You know what I mean? I'm operating on a fucking politician level, but I got pastors in my pocket, motherfucker.
Yeah.
You have to assassinate me to get even to get to me. You have to assassinate me to get to me.
That's a good point.
So right then the old man's like, you kids, get out of here. And all the kids run out. And he goes, just so you know, you ain't no God. And devils get no love. You kill your own people. And then he goes, man, let me tell you something, old man. Look around. He looks out the window. Look at that. Look what we got. We ain't got shit. We came from nothing. They don't even give us a pot to piss in, which is true.
Yes.
It's like, look what I took it to. You know what I mean?
Yes.
Because it is like, man, I'm damn near about to be a billionaire, bro.
Yeah.
From
and
this
I came
shit.
From this. Yeah.
So don't tell me about what I'm doing or anything.
Yeah.
Also, man, at the end of the day, this is how all these white fucking corporations were built. This is how fucking JFK got here.
Well, at the end of the day, if you follow the real money of where he gets his drugs from, the guy who supplies them, it's definitely white people.
Yeah. He's not getting the coke. The Peruvians, whoever's supplying these Peruvian, like somebody's making this shit.
Yes, and it's all 100% a white person.
Also, how's it getting in the country? The government.
Yeah.
Government allowed. CIA. Period.
Yeah.
Period. Because they're in the pockets.
Yeah.
This guy's just learning this and figuring it out and climbing on his own way.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, you can't get mad at him that he's just like, hey, I figured out the game.
Right.
This is the game.
Right.
And if I play it right and get out smoothly, I can have my great grandkids one day be the president. Because we have the kind of money, the kind of backing, and now we're legal and we're clean.
That's the thing. It's like no one cares how you get the money if you get it.
If you get it and you can make it clean, and you got to make it clean.
When you got to make it clean.
You got to wash it.
You got to wash it. You got to launder it.
But the moment you can do that shit, you can have your JFK style. One of your great-great-grandchildren are the fucking president now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, bro? That's why crime does pay sometimes.
If you're good at it, anything pays well enough. If you're good,
if you're like this kind of mind and this kind of enterprise like brain, you're because this guy could run Google. He just put his mind in the crack. But this is the kind of mind who like, oh, this is the guy who spotted a new thing and ran with it.
And got hopped on the trend early,
real early.
Yeah,
and ran and like did it the right way.
Right,
did crack the right way.
Yeah, well, that's the wrong way to do it.
Yeah, it's true. So right then, he's laughing at him. He goes, "You a fool, old man. You don't even understand this." And then right then, the old man goes, "You son!" And he pulls out a gun to kill him. And Ice-T fucking grabs the gun from the old man and puts a gun to his throat and starts to throw, goes to throw him out. And the old man's like, "You're gonna reap what you sow." And he's like, Nino's just laughing, and he fucking throws the old man out. Right. So at night, Nino and Ice-T, they're hanging in the pool with some super bad bitches. Ooh. I mean, when you see these girls, holy shit, and they're all laughing. They got like 2 girls apiece. And he tells Nino, Ice-T tells Nino that G Money cut a side deal with him. And Nino goes, he did? He goes, yeah, brother. And Nino's like, can't trust anybody. And then Ice-T's like, you can trust me, I got your back. And then Nino kind of looks at him and kind of like smirks. Doesn't smile, but just kind of like, okay. Mm-hmm. You know?
That's crazy thing to say when you're trying to get someone to trust you.
Crazy thing to say.
Yeah.
So the next day they're at a wedding, right? And Keith Sweat is performing at this wedding.
Okay.
The actual Keith Sweat.
Okay.
You know who Keith Sweat is?
I've heard the name.
And legendary R&B singer.
Yes. And I feel like
maybe the most famous.
I feel like if you were to sing a couple songs, I'd be like, oh, I've heard that before.
Yeah. I'm not going to, though.
Okay. Well, this is the first time in this fucking podcast.
Yep. Because you said that, and I was like, well, no, I'm not going to.
The guy who fucking has to sing everything all of a sudden doesn't want to.
So he hands the mic.
That was well done.
Keith Sweat hands the mic to the pastor.
Yeah.
That's why you guys should, if you're listening, you're like, what just happened? You need to watch, motherfucker.
Yes.
So he hands the mic to the pastor. It's the pastor that Nino has in his pockets.
Right.
The pastor congratulates his daughter on getting married and everybody coming. And then he's like, and also one final thank you to our gracious host who put all this together, Mr. Nino Brown. And then he looks up and Nino's like there in a nice suit and everybody toasts. It's like clearly high politics. It's a high level. This is like this would have been like a famous pastor in the city probably.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
And all these people would be there for this. So, cut to the Breakfast Club cop. He's breaking into Nino's house, and he's trying to crack into a safe. Right? Knows where a safe is. He's trying to crack into it. Key Sweat, he's singing at the wedding. Ice-T's there. He's chilling. There's these little girls playing. This wedding shit.
Right.
Nino's ex is there, and she's watching him, and she's just hating Nino. She's just staring at him, just hating him. Mm-hmm. The really pretty light-skinned girl.
Yeah.
Inside the safe, you see Breakfast Club crack it. It's Nino's financial records. And he's like, I got him. Got you, motherfucker. You know what I mean?
Yeah. What are you going to do with those? You can't take those to court.
So, I know. But he's got them.
Yeah.
But you do got them.
Okay.
It is nice to have. It's better than not having them.
Yes.
I will say that. But you're right. Can't just take them to court.
You can't take them to court.
That's not how that works.
No.
Got to have a warrant, baby.
Got to have a warrant.
So, and the kind of lawyers Nino's going to get?
You got to have a warrant.
That shit will be out in a second. That's why you got to plant this smartly.
Right.
You got to plant this very smartly.
Right.
So after the wedding, people are clearing out, right? And there's just a cleaning crew there. And it's packing up everything. Nino's walking down some steps, and you see a little girl drop her toy. So she's running up the steps to grab her toy. Nino's walking down. He kind of grabs it and picks it up for her, and he's smiling and being all nice. And as he's picking up, he looks at the cleaning crew. He looks at one, then another guy, and they're all staring at him. It's all slow motion. And then he looks at one, and then they're clearly looking at him. They're like, oh, they're all Italian. And then you see one reach for something, and then he goes, cover me! And then they all start shooting everybody at the party. This little girl who's just holding her dad's hand, who ran back up to get the toy, dad gets murdered immediately. Nino picks up the little girl, uses her as cover. So he's using this girl as a human shield as he's shooting,
because they're not trying to shoot the girl.
Huh? The Italians.
The Italians? Or the Italians don't give a fuck. They're just killing everybody.
They're trying to kill him. I mean, they're trying to get Nino, but they're killing everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? Ice-T, finally, Nino, he gets, out of everybody's way and then drops the girl still out in the shooting area. This is how much of a monster this guy is. Because that's a subtle thing. There's no words there. Yeah. But that's a way to show a person, be like, this is a monster. This man was willing to pick up this girl's 8, 7.
Yeah.
Holds her up. She's got a little pink dress on. Holds her up as people are shooting machine guns as a shield, and then drops her once he's out the way.
Right, and leaves her in the path of the bullets.
I mean, we're talking. So Ice-T is now running after the little girl. He picks her up as he's shooting too.
Right.
Remember the Rockabye Baby, that girl?
Yeah.
She gets shot during the shootout. Okay. She gets shot and killed by the Italians. So that's the only person that kind of dies. And then they kind of get away. Cut to Nino's ex is yelling at him. She's yelling at him at a house. She's like, you murderer. You can't, such as the little girls, because she knew the little girls. She's like, you killed him. He's dead because of you. He literally grabs her, throws her on the table, starts pouring champagne on her head. And he goes, fucking get her out of my face and cancel this bitch. And then they fucking drag her outside. She's like, I hate you, Nino. Right? So he gets a call from the Don.
Yeah.
Right? So him and the Don, he goes, what's up? What was that, huh? You sent a hit on me? And the Don starts talking shit to him like, oh, you fucking Muliano. We fucking told you. And he goes, you listen to me. I made this city. I own this city now, motherfucker. You hear me, you crazy son of a bitch? Click. Ooh. Don hangs up on him. He goes, that motherfucker. He sends a motorcycle hit squad that later that day. They kill all of them. All the Italians, Don included. Shoot up the entire bar. Nino wins.
Damn, I didn't see that coming.
Neither did the Don, did he?
Yeah. Well, I mean, the Don was kind of stupid to be at the bar with everyone. Or where was the?
He thought he wasn't gonna do shit.
Yeah, that's on the Don.
That's on the Don, bro.
Why the fuck do you think?
Because you're the Don, you think this motherfucker ain't gonna do. He ain't gonna do it to that. He ain't gonna come over here.
Yeah. Wow, what an idiot. What an idiot. The Don deserved that a little bit. You have the power of the Italian mob, and you blew it that hard.
Because now you have lost all power.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
This guy has cut off the head of your snake.
Yeah.
Not that you won't get a new head, you will, but in the meantime, you are fucked.
Well, organizational changes is a tough time for any organization.
Yeah, especially to go to war.
Yeah, it's like getting a new head coach.
Yeah, it very much is.
Yeah.
So,
yeah,
they tell Ice-T and the Breakfast Club guy tell their old boss, like, hey, we have financial reports on Nino. We have everything you need. And he's like, really? So he gets him in touch with the lawyer. They start telling the lawyer about they have all this stuff. How do we, like you said, how do we use it against them? You know?
Yeah.
Because she's telling him, well, this isn't enough. We do. And then Ice-T's like, man, how many more people have to die? How do we figure it out? He goes, look, we need hard video evidence of him selling drugs, or we need someone to testify against him that is close. Period. Which is true. That's how you do it. You got to have somebody testify.
G-Money.
And then
G-Money.
He goes, don't worry. I have set up with Nino. He's going to be buying from us. We'll get the whole thing on tape. Right? So cut to the warehouse. The big deal's going down. Ice-T's going to sell to,
Right.
He's got the briefcase. He's got all the drugs. His crew, fucking Nino Brown's crew comes in. They have guns on Ice-T immediately. He goes, whoa, whoa, whoa. I thought we was friends, man. And Nino's like, oh, dude, this isn't personal. This is business. He's like, kind of smiles. So he goes, let me see the drugs. And so Ice-T's like, all right, man. He opens it up, the briefcase slowly. And as he bends down to open it up, the guy in the suit goes, I know this motherfucker. And then the memory flashes back to him seeing him. He goes, Nino, he's 5'0". I know this dude. He's a cop. And then Nino goes, you punk motherfucker. Right then they go, go, go. All the cops bust in. Full shootout, of course. Full fucking shootout breaks out. Breakfast Club busts in. He's shooting out people to save him. We see Nino fucking kill a bro. He's killing niggas like Rambo.
Okay.
He's got a knife. He slices a nigga's throat, bro.
Crazy. Where'd he get it? Okay.
He has not like a Rambo knife. He has like a knife that you keep on him.
Right.
Fucking gets behind one cop, just slices his throat, right? Like most of them just like, damn.
Yeah.
He's just terrifying.
On some like, what kind of weird Marvel villain move did you just pull in the middle of a shootout?
Right?
Yeah.
So Ice-T's running around looking for just him. Wesley's really smart. He gets out of his red jacket that he has on, puts on that cop's jacket.
Right.
He goes like hiding somewhere else. Another cop comes up. He fucking slices that cop's throat.
Jesus.
All right. He fucking gets out of there. Right then, the Breakfast Club guy, he's fighting Wesley's muscle, and he's fighting him, and finally Ice-T shoots him, and the guy falls off like a ledge, right? And then Breakfast Club guy's like, whew. And then right then the driver, his muscle wakes up, and he's about to shoot Ice-T in the back of the head, and the Breakfast Club guy's like, no! Bah, 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 puts like 5 bullets in him. And then they look at each other like, whew.
We're friends now.
We're friends now. Well, after that,
Yeah.
I owe you one.
Yeah.
I would say this. I'm going to buy you dinner.
Yeah.
So, G-Money later that night, he meets Nino on top of a building. Mm-hmm. He's got a bullet wound in his shoulder. Mm-hmm. And then he goes, Nino, look, man. And then Nino turns and he goes, you cut a side deal with that motherfucker? He goes, look, Nino. He goes, yes, you did. Don't lie to me. He doesn't say anything. He just puts his head down. And Nino goes, fucking Cain and Abel.
Yeah.
And he goes, my brother's keeper, huh? And then he goes up to him and he starts patting him down. He goes, what is it? This big glass dick you've been sucking on? You think I wouldn't notice? You think I wouldn't know?
How, dude, this is the failure on the cops to not immediately pick up G-Money too is pretty insane.
Gotta pick up G-Money.
Yeah.
Can't let both of them
now you can cut a deal.
Now they're both gone.
Yeah, now you can be like, yo, G-Money, we know what's going on. You know what's going on. Flip, and you don't go to jail.
You don't go to jail. You walk. Witness protection for the rest of your life. But you walk.
Yeah. And the cops didn't do that. It was kind of insanity.
And
then G-Money would go meet him on a rooftop.
Yeah. I mean, it's you best friends since you were 12, man. It's
yeah,
deep.
but you know you're going to die.
You don't know. You don't know. You probably think he might, but you know what I mean? Also, you know it's all going down. You might just be like, maybe if I have his back.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right. I mean, I guess.
So he goes, and then Nino Brown looks at him and goes, what happened, man? What happened to us? He goes, you know what happened. The world is mine. Everything is mine. Even my woman. And then Nino's like, is that what this is about? A fucking skeezer I don't give a fuck about? You think I give a fuck about her? And he goes, man, it ain't about her. It's about us. It's about us, man. I love you, man. And he tries to hug him, and he fucking turns. He goes, you embarrass me, man. Everything is yours. We built this. You didn't do this by yourself. I brought this shit to you. That was me. Good point.
Yeah.
He goes, I just want to make it right, man, please. And then you see Wesley Snipes. He starts crying his eyes out. It's like, please, man, let's just be a family again. Me and you, let's do it again. Me and you. And Nino just grabs him and he hugs him. And he goes, I'm on the run now, G. We can't go back. He pulls out a gun. G-Money's like, oh, come on, Nino. Crying, he drops to his knees. Nino, CMB, man, we all we got. Puts the gun to his head. Nino's just tears. Am I my brother's keeper? Yes, I am.
Well, he walks the walk, doesn't he?
He walks that walk, man.
He walks the walk.
Killed his brother. In his eyes, I mean.
Yeah. Yeah, but at the end of the day, the brothers, this guy has caused him all this trouble.
Fredo.
He's Fredo.
He's Fredo.
He's Fredo.
I gotta do it. If we're gonna keep the enterprise going, it's either my love for you or all of this.
Yeah. Man, he kills Fredo.
That's what I'm saying.
That's one of the most powerful scenes in.
He kills Fredo, bro.
Fucking kills Fredo.
Kills that nigga. That shit's crazy.
Wild.
So Ice-T now is looking around the neighborhood trying to find Nino, and he's asking around.
Right.
And he finds a bunch of kids, and he corners this one kid and gets him to tell him. Mm. And the kid tells him, man, like, look, man, fuck Nino. I don't like him anyway. Recently, he burned a kid alive because the kid was shorting him on some money. So he had the kid burned alive.
Ooh.
The kid was 15 years old. He goes, man, I hope you get him. He goes, but watch out. He's got bodyguards everywhere. All right, so he tells him where he is. So you cut to Nino's watching Scarface, but he's with the stripper again.
Right.
Gotta love Scarface.
Right.
It's like, finish the movie, dude. You might not like it so much. Ice-T.
Yeah, that's so true.
He's like, I don't think you know how this thing ends, man. I'm telling you, I get the first half. It's awesome. It's awesome. It's awesome.
But even I've never seen the movie.
I know you haven't.
I know it ends poorly for him.
Yeah, you know how the movie. You've seen the classic ending. Yeah. Everybody knows. Everybody's seen that shit.
Yeah.
Hey, hello to my. I mean, this just is what it is. But you don't know how he gets there, which is that'll be fun to describe.
That will be fun.
So right then, as he's watching that shit, Ice-T and a bunch of other cops, they bust through the window, the SWAT team, and full shootout happens. He's trying to shoot, and his stripper even helps him, and Ice-T fucking punches the shit out the stripper.
Right. Hilarious.
And then Ice-T fucking finally gets a hold of him, and he starts beating the shit out of him. And he throws him out the window, and he lands on the emergency stairs, and all these people start gathering around outside, and he's just beating this nigga down the stairs. You see the old grandpa come up, and he's like smiling, like fuck, like and everybody's cheering for as this cop's just beating the shit out of Nino. And he throws him down into a pile of garbage, like down the shit, right? And he jumps down and he starts beating him some more. He goes, you killed my mother, motherfucker. You killed her. And he grabs him. He goes, this ain't business either, bitch. Boom, boom. It's fucking personal. Just blood everywhere. Nino's fucking fucked up,
I can't believe Nino stayed in the city.
Listen to that. This is pretty, next day, maybe.
Oh, yeah, but you just killed 2 cops. You got to get the fuck out.
How? You gotta get out smoothly. You can't get out. You gotta get out smoothly because it's all. I mean, the money he's got. I guess he can get out immediately. But I get waiting 2-3 days, laying completely low in a hideout.
I guess.
Can't burn a kid alive while you're in the hideout though. They might rub people the wrong way.
Yeah, you know what I mean. It's just like you ain't
leave the hideout while you're in the hideout. Just kind of leave crime be for a second.
Also, how does that kid know where your hideout is? There's a lot of organizational leaks.
No, it was he used them from. I didn't say it. He used them from something, and the kid fucked up, and that's why he had to burn the kid alive.
No.
This other kid knew where his hideout was.
Yeah, that's great. That's
no. These were gangster kids though.
Yeah, okay.
These aren't regular kids. These are kids who work. You've seen Goodfellas, yes?
Yes.
Remember when Henry is a little kid?
Right.
He's a part of the team, but he's not a part of the team.
Right. What I'm saying is that person should have no idea where the boss's emergency hideout is.
No. Yeah, they should be doing deals outside the hideout. That's one of his mistakes. He fucked up there.
Yeah, a lot of, all the hubris of this is all mine and untouchable got to him. Mm-hmm. You gotta
get his ass beat in front of the neighborhood as they cheer.
Yeah, well, they deserve that.
So Ice-T pulls his gun on him as the other cops are now showing up. Yeah. Right? And he goes, I want to shoot you so bad. My dick is hard. Which is the greatest line in movie history.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Because you never heard that shit.
No.
I know you're about to pull out your line because I was like, hey, bro. You've literally never heard that in the movie, and you literally will never hear it again.
That's crazy.
I want to shoot you so bad. My dick is hard. And Ice-T's like this. He's so intense.
Right. His dick is hard.
Also, he riffed that line.
Yeah, he did. Did you look at it?
He riffed that line.
Yeah, it's not written.
Yo, you think somebody ever... Hold up, my nigga. Real shit. You think someone ever wrote on a piece of paper, I want to shoot you so bad, my dick is hard?
Probably not.
No, that's some shit where they were like, hey, do it again. I see an add your own spin to it. And he did that, and they were like... And that's a wrap. We're not even doing the rest of the movie. That's a wrap. So, I want to shoot you so bad, my fucking dick is hard. right? And the sergeant comes up. He goes, put it down. Come on, Ice-T, put it down, man. You don't want to go out like this. Put it down. You're better than this. And then they go, we got him. We got him. He goes, Nino's ex is going to testify. We got him. We got this son of a bitch. It's over. And so he backs off, right? And he puts the gun down. And then the Breakfast Club guy's like, don't throw your life away for this piece of shit. And they stand Nino up, and he's handcuffed, and he punches him again. And Nino's bloody as fuck, and he starts laughing. And he looks at him, and he's like, I'll be out in a week. Cold-blooded, bro. He goes, and when I do, you're a dead man. He walks off. Cut to them in court. All right, now time's passed.
Right.
So Nino's on the stand. She's testifying against him. Ice-T's on the stand. He's testifying against him. They have Nino Brown on the stand. And he's going off on the judge about how this illegal drugs is bullshit, how it's all going to be legal one day, which I thought was a great point.
Yeah.
Because, like, wow, they called that.
Well, not crack.
It will be. It's all going to be legal one day.
We'll see.
Not in our lifetime, but it's all going to be legal one day.
Well, yeah. Well.
It's coming. This whole world's going to change, bro.
That's
why you said that shit. I was like, nah, bro. That's going to happen. We might not be here for it, or we might be here for the end of it, or the beginning of it.
I mean, hopefully it will, but.
I think so, too. Man, he was saying all that. Like,
right.
how taxes, and how I can do this, and how I can do that. Like, he's clearly smart as shit.
True. That's true.
You know? And he's saying how he's not guilty. And he goes, I don't own a goddamn poppy. He started saying what we were saying earlier. I don't own a poppy field. He's like, you think I'm the one shipping this stuff over? This is big business. This is America. He's looking at the judge and stuff. And he goes, but I'll admit, I was a member of the CMB gang. And I've been dealing drugs since I was 12 years old. But I wanted out of CMB. They threatened to kill my mother. That was the only reason I stayed. And they go, who threatened to kill your mother? He goes, the leader of the CMB organization, Kareem Akbar. And he points at the Kareem guy who's in the court like, what the fuck? And they immediately, cops, of course, come on him and say, he was like, I know he's clean, but he was a part of all of this. You can look at, he's like, I got records, I got video evidence, I got everything. He's like, I have other names of Peruvian drug lords and all these people. He goes, I'm not the one in charge of this. He goes, I was just a pawn in all this. And everybody's like, order in the court, order in the court. And the lawyers are like, what the fuck? And his lawyers are smiling. Because he's just so well versed,
right.
And then the lawyers the other lawyers go, can we get together and have a 15-minute recess?
Powwow.
Yeah, they recess, all the lawyers talk. They cut back. They goes, Your Honor, we'd like to let you know that we've made a deal. And then the whole court's like, what? And then the Honor's like, Your Honor, he serves plead guilty for only 1 year. He'll serve 1 year in a federal prison. Would you whoop? He'll serve 3 years in federal prison, 1 year on good behavior. The 1 year time he has to on good behavior, but 3 years total. And in return,
we get all the names. Right. It's worth it. It's worth it for the prosecution.
Oh, for sure. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
You get big, because we're talking big boy names.
Yeah. And multiple gangs.
Multiple.
Yeah. To let one guy go, that's worth it.
It's worth it.
That's worth it.
Of course, everyone in the courtroom goes off. Ice-T's like, you motherfucker. And he looks at me and says, I should have killed you myself, bitch. And then Wesley Snipes turns around and he goes, sucks, huh? It's the law. Has his hands up in the cuffs.
Yeah.
And he goes, but when it's over, come work for me, as they're bringing him out. And he goes, you motherfucker, right? Ice-T's pissed. The white dude's pissed. They're all just looking at him, so they all leave in the court. The news is all there. They're asking him questions. They're like, Nino, how do you feel about this, as they're bringing him out? And he goes, I think this was a good win and a good day. We have the best justice system in the world, don't we? God bless America. And he's all smiley. And then he goes, right then you hear, your soul is required in hell, devil. Nino gets shot. It's the old grandpa.
Straight up assassinated him.
They fucking, of course, all the cops jump on the old grandpa. Slow motion now as he shots, because he falls over like in the middle stairwell and now starts falling down all this, like flights and flights of stairs, because it's like one of those circle kind of stairs.
Right.
So he's falling down. You see the white dude, the Breakfast Club guy, just light up in slow motion. You see Ice-T watch as his body drops, which is a great shot. And he just puts sunglasses on. As his body's dropping, he's just like, fucking fuck you. You know what I'm saying? Like, no. I thought that was the best acting he's ever done. First off, Ice-T can't act the whole movie.
Okay.
Best acting he's done in his life.
That's funny.
That shot.
That's
great
funny.
shot of just like
thank you for that.
cold in.
Thank you for the best reveal of he couldn't act.
Oh yeah, what I told you. I was like, I'll tell him at the end.
Yeah.
So he dies, right? You see Nino Brown. He's just falling to his death. All the reporters, of course, just flood them. You see pictures flashing like crazy. This would be, major news story. Imagine the news story of this. This would be world news.
This would be huge. And the way he died was
the way he died. At the court,
falling down the stairs.
It would be. People have it on pictures of it.
Yeah, that's something like 20 years from now. Someone would play that over the Benny Hill theme as a meme.
Yeah. And Nino Brown can shine like, and people would have not even know that it was a famous, like one of the world's famous drug dealers who was. It'd just be a meme.
Yeah, it'd just be a meme.
So you see all the camera reporters coming, like just hundreds, and you hear that beat. Dun for money, 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 money. Like you hear that playing in the background.
Yeah.
As the camera's just flashing and it's zooming in on him, and he's just dead, right? Words come up as the beat keeps playing. Money, 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 money. Although this is a fictional story, there are Nino Browns in every major city in America. Money, 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 money. If we don't confront this problem realistically, without empty slogans and promises, then drugs will continue to destroy our country. Money, 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 money. New Jack City.
Well, thank God things have changed, huh?
Since 1991.
Thank God. Thank God. We figured it out, boys. Pack it up. We did it.
We did it, didn't we, Ehsan?
Yeah. The government isn't fucking us anymore, and drugs aren't a problem.
Yeah, it's been 30 years. Yeah. And let me tell you something, guys. No more
out.
Drugs. Great government. No more crack. No more anything. Just fucking awesome news and awesome days.
Yeah.
Mama mentality.